head of the sheep. And here was the disease coming from.
That is
Kaka.
So are you going to eat it?
Hey, casually. We are totally going to eat it.
No,
and I'm the first person.
So won't you get sick?
No. There will be no sick. There will be no sick.
You won't
Because
wait.
we are all ready to form.
Here's the son. The thing in the stomach.
Yes, the
The
intestines.
The blah.
And here was the disease. And here was the disease coming from.
That is
Kaka.
So are you going to eat it?
Hey, casually. We are totally going to eat it.
No,
and I'm the first person.
So won't you get sick?
No. There will be no sick. There will be no sick.
You won't
Because
wait.
we are all ready to form. The sheep. And here was the disease coming from.
That is
Kaka.
So are you going to eat it?
Hey, casually. We are totally going to eat it.
No,
and I'm the first person.
So won't you get sick?
No. There will be no sick. There will be no.
I'm very passionate about any message equalization. I'm very passionate about this. Sorry network. So I've never spoken like this, but I will do it. Say 2020, no, and you be fear the go yes. But only chance, when come back na year, man. 2020, no, and you be fear the go yes. But only chance, when come back na year, man. 2020 no and ye be fear ati the go yeso a kwasianka oni chase mo na kama be na ye adwuma no 2020 no and ye be fear ati the go yeso a kwasianka oni chase mo na kama be na ye adwuma no 2020 no and ye be fear ati the go yeso a kwasianka oni chase mo na kama be na ye adwuma no. Do you know how painful that is? Me go interview President Kufuor, be war President Kufuor bodyguard life.
Onipa amount check na e bounce 1 year on tuai wakoto ni nyoma no we dem why wonim se bo fruit na wotia e na wo hwe me e na wo ka se be wo ba ma me so boy wo so ka you are part of it.
Okay,
and the Ghana essay you can't say what you don't follow.
Okay,
you don't follow
Japan until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody and yet difficult to do.
Who go law school? Who go law school?
Head of the sheep. And here was the disease coming from.
That is
Kaka.
So are you going to eat it?
Hey, casually. We are totally going to eat it.
No,
and I'm the first person.
So won't you get sick?
No. There will be no sick. There will
So won't you get sick?
No. There will be no sick. There will be no sick.
So won't you get sick?
No. There will be no sick. There will be no sick.
So won't you get sick?
No. There will be no sick. There will be no sick. The sheep. And here was the disease coming from.
That is
Kaka.
So are you going to eat it?
Hey, casually. We are totally going to eat it.
No,
and I'm the first person.
So won't you get sick?
No. There will be no sick.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobe Editorial. It's exactly 4:34 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely, I'll be right back after this short break. I'll be right back. I will need to take care of this. All right, thank you very much for staying. You're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobedu-Taylor. We're streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. It's exactly 4:34 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:34 in Ghana. If you're watching me now around the world on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, good evening and welcome to the show. This is an anti-corruption platform. We are back again today to discuss Ghana. As you know, we are worried, a little bit worried, but hey, the show needs to go on. It's normal. No celebrations today. We all know how it's going to be. So thank you very much for tuning in. We are live on Loud Silence TV on TV, Multi TV. We are live. We are also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. With All Due Respect page is our official Facebook page. We are live on With All Due Respect right now. We are also live on radio. On radio, search for Loud Silence Radio. On radio, search for Loud Silence Radio. We are on Android and also on iOS. If you are an Android owner, you can just go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We are live tonight on Loud Silence Radio. We're also live on Loud Silence Radio on Apple. So if you have any Apple device, go to the Apple Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You will get us live. We are streaming across the world. Our affiliates are cross-posting this show live on Facebook. We have Benjamin Wayo Mahama, his platform on Facebook. Tonight, they are live, cross-posting the show live. NDC TV are live tonight. They are picking us live. Honorable Joseph Yamin, he is streaming the show live. Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page, we are live. And also, Ghana News Thread. Tonight, we have a very important topic to treat, and it's got to do with the instability in the northern region. It's got to do with how the military and the police are brutalizing Ghanaians in the northern region. Over the weekend, we saw how some people were arrested. People some alleged, I'm trying to find a word to use, some national security, yes, in quotes, operatives were arrested in the northern region. The aftermath of that has brought a lot of conversation, a lot of criticism, and also the statement from the national security boss, Mr. Kandapa, has also raised a lot of eyebrows. Tonight, we'll take our time and read a statement. You also give the opportunity to our northern brothers to also call in and tell us what the whole issue was about, their side of the story. We will also give you the opportunity to call in at the end of the show. If today's your first time here, we have been doing this for some time now. This platform is an anti-corruption platform. What we do here is we speak to the issues. We make sure the facts are served, and every single Ghanaian get to know what's actually happening around him or her. So tonight is another wonderful Monday evening again. We are here to talk about Ghana. Our focus will be in the northern region. I think, Mr. P, we will be giving our northern brothers the opportunity to call on this show to tell us what actually is happening on the ground. So they will also have their part on this platform to tell us what is actually happening in the northern region. If today is your first time on this platform, remember this show is a social political show. We delve into very important issues, especially political issues. Today might be your first time here. I'd like to say thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Kevin Ekobedu-Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. This show is in 4 segments. The first segment is what we call the hello segment, where I say hello to every single individual watching me. If you are new here tonight, I'd like to say good evening and thank you for tuning in. The second segment is what we call the social media segment, or the calculation segment, where we pick stories from different social media platforms, news outlets, portals, break it down for you to have a clear understanding of what is happening. The third is speaking truth to power. That's the pound for pound segment, where we speak on a topic, and today's topic is got to do with the happenings in the northern region. The military brutalizing Ghanaians. We will hear from our northern brothers, and also we will give them you the opportunity to speak on this matter. Also, the final segment is when I open the phone lines for you to call in and tell us what you think about whatever we will discuss here tonight. Thank you. Well, we shall be beyond meeting Eddie Kevin Ekobedu-Taylor me and a midi Jumadi we who chiame and then you bring Ghana Nina Eshe a Jumadi we Nina if a Ghana Hon Sensem I amanyo sem any Abrabobun sem me and a midi Jumadi who chiame na Omombomichi Domini from the Ghost Team and there you bet try ni ako a yes stream ako share the ace ho a na watch to me in Sembibris and I say a year weekendy in Sembibris e was stream wa yenu animal muslim and so epese omaka madwene omuchre de echo supporte a national security boss I friend Mr. Kandapa or the ngoma bia beto abontene a national security for no almost part of the story and I say almost omunchirichiri mu na ende no ye bekin kan sankrata na magana fo nyina hu de ekọ na for some time now we've seen that lots and lots of people have been killed, lots and lots of brutalities the northern region. The mainstream media for some reason they talk about it for a day, two, they ignore it, and then at the end of the day we go back to square one. Majority of the time is the military, majority of the time is the police. Tonight I think we should put this matter to rest. It's about Ghana and we need to address the issues the way we have to address it. Maybe akonya no ama Ghana for so achiro madwene Kandapa ene ne chidom for so omo aka omo de yenso eya infoni ene nsema ye hu no TV so no obi abusa se asam sa esi sempo eya emrantie ana mebu no a omo eya the northern region no omo de omo sa aka eya national security operative bi ana se obi a oye adwuma ma aban bambo adwumadie na sebio police for ana soldier for no omo ho kwan se omo beko akotututu abo enkofo chere say eno enebema sa asama isi ho anase problem ho no eswetwa na. These are very vital questions. I will say busa national security, the military, the police say, is that the best way to solve issues like that? We will come back and deal with the matters. And you break Amafo break Kasa Kevin Taylor Bar. We need to understand, say this week we would like to do the donation. This week, people need to understand, say a year asama eto yenu anoma omo the Volta region no entwemu sebio yenu anum bi yesre yebo esrim yesre ne ade yenu anum bebre omo da no enye ewo Volta region and then you bring yebetwa your donation so it's going to be for a very maximum of 20 minutes and pachowa won donating on these are the official Momo and as MTN lines are ye using and na MTN lines are using that and your short code where untumi and donate and please try and donate. You say week we know you're making sure say at least every envelope will have 1,000 Ghana cedis and now between 1,000 and 1,500 Ghana cedis for each and every aged person and I say nipa ni fibia at your way akamo and ye nuanum omo edidem into we are targeting about for now, we are getting closer to 35,000. Yes, thereabout. We expect to see Benya somewhere around 50,000 and over. We will be very happy. You per se, you're building an envelope. Every single individual be you pay adoyeno omubenya between 1,000 and 1,500 Ghana in an envelope to help themselves. And yes, another package. We will see the medical part of it. Send you bit to me atoto nyama enso ede akobomo. Inti moi munye donation. With all due respect, it's very important. Say ye nyina bema ye ni ako a year donation we as I sit here. It's very important. Say be NCCA, Elikem Kotoko and his team are on standby. Mr. Mo Brutality, Mo Ghana, Mo Munye donation. This is the time to do it. Ye perceive by Thursday, yet we making sure say we have had enough money. We are going to say this every single envelope. It should be between 1,000 and 1,500 Ghana. Now yedibema ayenipano. Titisika 15 million. Inti the person say we have to get enough. Right now, if we have 30,000 I will say making sure that 1,000, it should be some decent number of people, but we want to cross about 500 a year aged. And I say nipa omunifi and I say omwa sebio omonso omohwaka. Insi nya nipa omohwaka be 300. De nya nipa sebio omyem penifua omoso atuyenchemu ato omo 300. We will be able to do that. We are targeting about 600 people. I a bit my direct donation to them. Intenyumbre wa wo hweme no so on your donation it's very, very important. Let us all try and for a minute or two, yen slow down. Now yen share who I want to mean your donation. Try and do your donation now. This is a family, this is a platform. Yen na ya say pesi boy yen nuanom. Ochina ebia na nya wona for. Ochina na emi nuanom infante for anase ko for. Anase emi nuanom musi for. Ochina na ebia emi nuanom asante for. Anase emi nuanom de ekrobo for. Anankran for. So it's important say yen nyinanom we will come together and help our brothers and sisters. We are targeting about 600 people. We are going to do direct home to home donation. We are not going to carry the money and go give to a group to say go and distribute. We don't believe in that. We believe in directly going to the people and giving the money to them. So we are targeting about 600 people in all. Right now, the money we have, about 30,000 and a little bit, it cannot cover 600 people if we are doing 1,500 Ghana cedis each person. We are talking about Sibiu Yanuma Omuwaka, any Yanuma Sibiu, Yamamenum, any Yajanum, any Yananuma Omunifia, Sibiu, Omonsono, was say Yetumi, Ebo Momunya, baby Eddie Omunainsi. Into this is a very important thing to me. Sibiu make Ghana Nibia say, Enyumbre, if you have not donated, let us try and donate tonight. Na yentumi enbwa na sikano endru nipa dodo ayepeno na yentumi so enbwa yenuanoma omoso omohwaka. Until we are going to spend a few minutes na yetumi dia ye sa eye sa donation yetumi dia jeje sa donation na ya dia boa yenuanom ema omonso sebio baby omudano omunya baby di omutiato. So if you're watching me tonight, let us try and do this. The numbers on the screen, 3 numbers. In fact, the most interesting thing about it, and I say we have been able to solidify the numbers. Yeah, official and I say you streamline numbers now. Now they can pick some decent amount of a year nipa and also donations. Now the most easiest one for Omo Ghana the first one and then the short code what Ghana is this is the short code you need to try and use. More amaneno 2 MTN numbers na was and I'll be to my send you donation right now. We expect to get about 50 to 60 donations today. Into Mr. Mo sharing with you and sre any edisremo yen per se yakoya doye yenim de si wa nwunamemu no si ano media nka ho asem biom media kakra bi ene guso eka ho asem a normal thing yenuanom na omo no so yene de yeremfi yenuanom okọ emra bebi bebre organa media no refi enso me no ka say anadwi nipa bia omo fra mantem ana Volta regional omo beda abontene nsuo ene sebio nsuo a ebon emmo a omo wu egu nsuo wa ase. I know sometimes we don't see the seriousness of this matter. Ye ka insu a adaho over na wotwe eko na wotwe mienu ye ka emponchi a omowu a omogu nsuo na se ye ka enkoko a omowu a omogu nsuo na se me na o ka se ye nimu mpo se nipa bi ewu e na oda nsuo na se ana akora bi ewu afi na nsuo ne twe into also say the aftermath our people are going to go through a lot of things nyoma bebria I was say nuanum bekum no enye nyoma eda form, so we need to basically be with them till the end of a year the struggle into it is not like say you're starting near jai or china. This we are doing now is basically to target them and hand over checks to them. We will do everything on camera. Send the monies that you donated, donation now the monies were sent to the people themselves. We are not against any institution or anyone who has gone to the Volta region to meet the right institutions or right organizations or members of parliament to do a donation and hand a donation over to them. It's also another channel where people can also be saved or helped. Our plan is that we are going to send our team to go from home to home, house to house, to hand over envelopes to yema menom ya aunties o manyini abobon kokra sebio omotete dem anyoma we emoya diama omo and to hand over to yenuanuma sebio modi dem ye de sika no be hye omunsem directly ye nkotwen ma obi embe kan kire se e wo se ono na sebio odi sika no ekoma ye nti. Okay, so my team is telling me, say we can start mentioning, we will mention first names of people who donated. We will start mentioning the names. The team, they are listing all the names. Elikemo, I know they will try and do their best. They are listing all the names. Obi or donate their first name. Obi or donate their first name, no any bebo when we are done with this process, and officially I will thank every single person or donate a dime and as a teku and as simple. That is one thing to my team they want us to do. Every donation people are making right now as I speak to you, we will put all the names together. You people are the heroes. We will mention only first names. Remember, we are going to do only first names, and you'll be an full name. But first name, Christian name, the Obiawo Kevin, Obiawo John, Obiawo Ima. So we will do that by listing all the people who contributed to this campaign. We have to do this. We can sit here and talk about Ghana, but the most important thing is if we don't talk about our fellow Ghanaians, they are in trouble. They need a place to sleep tonight. Now say you ignore that particular part. Who are we fighting for? Who are we speaking for? When we sit here and speak every day, we are speaking for the people, and the people are in dire need of a lot of things. They need our help. So this help is bigger than we going through the program for 4 hours and not thinking about the people we will be talking about. Inti, as I speak to you now, if you haven't donated, this is the number. Easy. Yes, 450. It's easy. Let's do the next 15 minutes to do the donation. Elekemo, they are on standby. They will let me know if the donations are coming through. If you are also facing any donation and I say transfer problems, let us know. But I am very sure, sir, right now there are no problems because the system and I said numbers now they have been fortified. Make I fortify that. Any MTN for what I say, or my expanding the amount it can take. Into we are well prepared for this. Now, I would like to say numbers 3. Now, the first number, no, and then there's short code, no. Short code in Ghana for more Ghana, more person must send a donation right now, no. A simple short code, a star 713 star 3009 hash. That is the short code. Into Ghana, man, how what's our confusion? 0233 plus and I said 0557871772. Fine, you bet to my yeah. But to make it easy for you, no, and once I have our phone, no, I star 1 star 713 star 3009 hash and one o send there Sikanbeko direct enti mo Ghana no mo de ne simple cra mo amanone anasa bruchiri bebia no 2 MTN numbers na wase no eno na wo so mo use 2 MTN numbers we no uyimu ba ku bia ubetumi donate. Now the first one +233 55787 1772 +233 55787 1772. The second Momo number who are to me use no and no see +233 0244 +233 244 705778. These are the two main lines yedema abruchi for. And at the first one no Ghana phone number short code no be easy no and also be to me use it. Short code in star 713 star 3009 hash and Ghana bibia or Ghana bia the easiest way to donate. Without your respect, this is not to me. This is to help. Oye Christoni, oye Muslimi, oye obi asebi nyamia tu nsem kakra, uni bi krampa kakra bia wono 1 city, 2 cities. Owa bruchira obetumi tuama nipa 20, nipa 30. We need to at least help about 600 people. That is our target. So far, we are lingering around 300 people. So we need to try and get to about 60,000 and over so that we can at least donate 1,000 to 1,500 cedis in every envelope to these individuals. 1,000 to 1,500 Ghana cedis to in every envelope to each individual. That is why I'm here today pleading with Ghanaians to say, let's try and make the donation now. This week, we want to go in and start the donation. This week, we want to do that. In fact, we have people on the ground putting names together and looking out for or searching for those people who have been affected in the Volta region. They will give us a more checked list that we all can donate to help. I know Elikem will update me on how much is coming in today. The last time we made you understand, say we were able to raise about the first day was about 30,000. We got to the next day, the lines were all over the place. Airphone lines, it was around 1,500 to 2,000. I don't know, but I think today the lines are stable. They are stable to the point whereby we can all donate. If you are watching me, if you are in Ghana, please, you can donate through the short code and I say so for any of the MTN numbers now donate here. I really appreciate it. Star 713 star 3009 hash. You can donate 1,000 Ghana, 2,000 Ghana. You can donate 10,000 Ghana. We will be very, very happy to take it. 50,000 Ghana in our Momo, we will be happy to take it. We would only mention first names after our donation is done for people to know exactly how much came in. I hope my team can give me a figure yet to me receive it and so that we let you know. And that's the accountability we are doing here. We don't want to hide anything from anyone. Okay. We cannot donate through PayPal. You to me donate through PayPal, and we cannot donate through the only channels able to donate through MTN Momo and no numbers me no abruchira and short code in 713 or Ghana and also Elho. So as you're watching me right now, let's try and do this now in the next 7 minutes, to me officially and start the show. This is to our brothers and sisters in the Volta region. Mr. S, Mr. P, try and pull the video for me. I think it's mixed in one of the full folders. All right, I got it. Thank you very much. So if you're watching me now, let's do this. We have about 6 minutes more so as you watch this video, let's try and donate.
I'm suffering here. I'm asking for help. The plantain trees that used to give me between 200 and 150 cedis when I harvest have all been inundated. Yet I'm here going hungry. If there's help, they should help me.
2 million, 1.5 makata, uchichima, akamabala giegbe doharela, makpon madruga kobola no makplinga.
The devastation of this flood continues to cause havoc to many, including children, the youth, businesses, but most of all, the elderly. Most of them are traumatized. That's the story of 85-year-old Janet Gidi. She tells me she lost everything, including her house in this flood.
When the floods came, I couldn't save any of my personal belongings. My house collapsed. 10 chickens I rely on all died in the flood water. All the relief items being shared here, including soap, rice, cooking oil, we are not benefiting. Where to sleep at night is a challenge. At my age, I just put a cloth on the floor and sleep. There are no mattresses.
Mama, moru, ayi, bli, makata, me da kapomo ajala, ami, gbogbo da kamala mi agbofamo. Obe kanu ye jofie, jidudu ayele pepe galemian, mi na jidudu na kapomo, habi pepe la mutina no. Tada ko mi le pri nu haha. Mi le pri nu haha pri vevesese na ukagi na za dogi e mi amro, ya azu agba. Hana ko avo akodola the pala amroji na unka afo ta be matresi o kata o le vava matresi ma maula ha mi kwode ko.
If the sharing of relief items is this way, it's wrong. I can't sleep. I can't ease myself because I cannot walk to and squat on the toilet. My legs ache. If I leave here, where to stay is a problem.
Agbuti ma deji ha mokpo ata nya koli pinya ata metema bobota nya foji de ha asudonu tanya da komarga legi e pili fevesese pili hundede manya no kama wo anon ka komali ano tamabu kakakaka asaku ya do ifie nya ho ha gba na nya bi achie va dwovo hen fifia ni ma jora gi ma lelela hen ka bro bi ma mran hen mala pe.
So I'd like to appeal to the government to help me, because at my age I cannot do much. I have a lot of children and grandchildren.
Abegi do fi hamachi magado alaka ha wo mo
Donkor wona cham
chama diagbla aka fi fi vava se o vala nya mata magata ma wona na ka hu tanya nan ka da kuma no afi
That is why I was into the little poultry business to support myself. But that little business has been destroyed in the floods. So I want my house rebuilt so I can live happily with my children again.
That's a story from Janet Gidi. She's 85 years old. She struggles to walk. Everything she has ever worked for in this life, including her house, is gone. What she survives on, little poultry, everything is gone. She's appealing to the government to come to their aid. She's just one of the many elderly people at this camp here at St. Kizito at Mepe in the Northern District of the Volta region. Carlos Caloni, Joy News.
Since you've moved here, we understand that you're having a lot of challenges receiving some of the relief items. Is that the case?
Yeah, that is the case. When items are brought to this place, they share it according to the number of houses that are found on the campus. And if you are not quick, and then they have registered some of the people, they will just leave you just like that, and you'll be all around without anything.
Mintimi jibi endura na ekujoto nkasa na di nyama no editu mensa mintimi jibi kra.
But for the intervention of Ukujeta Blakwa, I wouldn't have received anything. We are not able to fight for the items when they come in.
So we understand that currently some of the relief items are being shared here at the St. Kizito Senior High School. And clearly, no arrangements have been made for persons living with disability, to get some of the items. And so we're here to see for ourselves if indeed that is the case. So this is the situation here, and as you can see, one person, an elderly woman is leaving the scene. Very chaotic here because people are trying to get relief items, and so it's absolute chaos, anarchy, if you ask me. Absolute chaos and anarchy going on here at the St. Kizito Senior High School, one of the safe havens, not too safe, one of the safe havens, not too safe. And so persons living with disability can't even get in. Even abled individuals can't get their hands on some of the items. How much more persons living with disability? Let me quickly engage one of the persons with disability here. Sir, you've been telling me about how chaotic things get here. How does that make you feel looking at how all these things are going on?
In fact, I don't even know what to say. This is how it always goes on. And how can we, as Physical Challenge, go and compete for things like this. We cannot, and we think the community is not actually helping us at all. So if any organization is presenting an item, it means we should be giving our own separately before announcement will be made. Because things like this, we cannot in any case join them, compete, and take any item at all for ourselves. It's really, really difficult.
So that is the current situation here at the St. Kizito Senior High School. Absolute chaos, absolute anarchy, not entirely safe, even though it's a safe haven. And obviously, this is not the way to go. It's very disappointing at the leaders here at the St. Kizito Senior High School. We'll definitely keep an eye out on how the distribution process unfolds in subsequent days, and we'll update.
All right, so this is the reality in the Volta region now. For my sake and for the sake of the aged and also people with disability, if you have donated and you wish to still donate to sustain or to help us contribute something to help them, please try and donate. It's very important as Ghanaians. At this time, we put aside everything and think as Ghanaians. Some people have donated. Some people sometimes feel, we should keep donating till we see smiles on the faces of our fellow Ghanaians. It's tough. It's difficult. Sebio ubu hakakribia wono ode adonate obi so hwa every single day bia no ohwade we ya e kana koma. And myself here, it's not easy for me sitting here and showing you these pictures and videos. I know some people have done their best. The little they have contributed. Those who have a little bit more, you can also help for us to reach about 600,000 people. So the idea is we want to be able to at least obia ne ho aka oye penyina wedi infie over 60 years 70 years no yebetumi adane sika modu kakra de ahom nsem. We as a family we are also taking this responsibility to make sure say Ghana for dodo no se bi omo mo fra man mu no omo nso ehwo atomo until we are targeting a whole lot of people. Nipa 600. If we're able to reach 1,000 people, we will be very happy. So if we are able to reach 600 people, maybe 300 people with disability, 300 aged people, we will be very, very happy. So it does not end here. It's a daily support. It's a daily thing we have to do. I think by Thursday, we should be done with this project, and I hope that by Thursday, we should be able to sit here and say we have raised over 50,000 Ghana cedis. So far, we have raised 30,000. We are going, and the steps have become very, very slow. We have to try and make sure, say by Thursday, the quarter Friday, now at least we have about 60,000 and a bros as well. we will be happy. For contributing or putting something in to help a fellow Ghanaian. This is another donation that we need to do. The numbers there, 3 numbers. Short code now more Ghana to make it easy for you people. Star 713 star 3009 hash. More Ghana Mumu mo pese mo boano. Short code no star 713 star 3009 hash. A bit more donate easy. So opposite still what the number no edina any number we call Elikem Kotoko. Elikem Kotoko. Edina na sha siena ya chon fitano anasa white no. 2 mumu numbers. Abrochire for no bit me use 2 mumu numbers no. Abrochire for no short code no mo ya emba inti let's stick to a year phone numbers no. Nina MTN numbers mienu. Plus 233 5578717772 and a year plus 233-244-470-5778 inti mwa bruchino so you can donate and help us achieve the nyina pese achieve yebetuma ha kan some we are seeing it's all got to do with the betterment of the people. And the omwa ye come wasam nyamemwa ni nyina yenya be papa ntina no sebio aban bia oteso ahyeda bi ensuo the displays in the pay because president na adwene mu no ya wonafo ento abama MPP. This is where we are on declare state of emergency. When declare we hu se nipa ebre amanfo bi eni bebi da nipa ebre okoho en okodi omatem vice president ko ho okoja musika en onso dan ho we hu se and the MPP aban netes no from the day now omobeka say asemesi no omokoye no obianka ho asembiem ehia omo the sanitation minister so baya obedidi omo asebio ato yirentem we ato omo no obetena TV so ka kire omo say omo fault omo ntunko na menim bibia so omo ntunko so omo ntunko hye ne ni ase na ba ko na akata no eno menim adekro into these are things also we Ghana na ohwemia you need to understand say nipa we must say boa many we say sa bibia ye kanyina yedum light or because insuo na ta ho into untumi so light into also tia say ebo 6 kwa emu edin omo pa especially in penifo ene ye nuanom omo di dem sebio so bi abafan ana sebio obi ho an nsatwa ana onhu ade ana sebio obi wo hokra sebio asamtu na ontumi bie na no entie mu nka sebia wo na aka me saa nipa saa no ena moda yakoma so wo say ye boa omo ade saa ade hu pa enti we will have to do everything possible over the weekend no ye hu say Ibrahim Mahama ede ne machines akọ the Volta region or dredge anase otwa ekwanma insuo no efri bibia nipa te no akogu sebio epomu nti amanfo bi so etom ho esi so mbeboa nipa bibiri ayo donation akọ Volta region but what Ibrahim Mahama is doing no is exceptional ade anka wo se aban no na Ibrahim Mahama ye nti do some time some say nti ade na eda ho ne aban we te ho ade nti na MPP party na omo sapetumi no adentina was tam to me manmo if we say ade kwa was aban no nipa individual na agye say yebeka ko tinsuo no na insuo ne free asase ne soma nipa enya bebi atena no MPP aban ekufo ade enim ba omia Canada Japan mu nyina de enim no inform ho ehia mo if we say omo hu awonafo so omo nya Ghana fo enso me no ka say nipa baako aye Ibrahim Mahama ni mfidi ode ye ne dwuma ama etsebio ono so etumi hwa ne ho hwa ne mba no watam mfidi ne free ne dwuma site e de akoguzi egugu awonamem ema omo ye edwuma nka wo se eden aban ye we na kire wo se oman ne tim no nipa bi ho omo ndwini nipa ho MPP aban ekufuado ene ne MPP na nkasa no omo ndwini nipa ho ana question bi ambese mebusa eye awonafo a omo ye MPP fo a omo insua form dan insua form no MPP for frame mobile headquarters Emma Muskana MPP for catch mu say insuo no mu bia enkamo ana eno na de bia I tell my Voltarians any Ghana for nyina say be we the party bi akira busa ho say party no what does it have for you party no or consider also ye nipa into this question goes to awonafo and as omo Volta regional omo di MPP akiri say be o ende insuo fa wodan because be sure say be insuo fa nyina in those communities and those constituencies no MPP for ho and when form so me MPP for ho me be say me busa mo say mo president ne buy na okoye de edien na party na etia be mu no ayama in this situation and no also tia as a party no endwene ho party no ohu mo anwonafo amudi ne chiri se sebio dodo no mu ye jimifo and no ne ade a wo se wo ye Ghana ni a obusa ho so wo ye nyansafo a wo tena se busa say na ban ana party amedi e chiri no ato ye nche bi krampo atome die na oka fa me ho president ne ban na die na okaye eye na bedi echi so ba die na okaye party ni to omdwene me ho eno na be ma hu sesebio wa adwene ko echira na se wa adwene ko echiri and I say you are right to vote or not inti somehow no ayana mebusa me nyonko ene Ghana for say eye mo a more a year MPP Elikem is telling us that we have done 8,500 Ghana cedis right now. So I think we are moving gradually. So as we speak right now, I think we should be able to cross 10,000. And at the end of the day, if we're able to cross 10,000 to 15,000 to be good. So more donate and let's try and top it up to make it 10,000 Ghana cedis today. At least 10,000 old Ghana cedis, 100 million. So that's the update I am getting right now. I think he will be updating me as time goes on. Into why I won't donate here, short code now Ghana, more Ghana *713 *3009 hash. Into undonate here, we need close to let's run it up. You need about 2,000 Ghana cedis to make it 10,000 today. Not at least who said 10,000 cedis was secured today. See it will be easy. Into end 10,000 or 10,000 Tuesday, Wednesday, then into Ebia Friday, and we'll be able to raise 50,000 plus 30,000. We are getting close to 80,000 Ghana, which is good money for us to be able to share, because here to me drew 80,000 to 90,000. We can give every aged person, and I said disabled, 2,000 Ghana or 2,500 Ghana. It depends how much comes in. And so for now, we are donating. Let's add the 2,000 Ghana to it. And within this 20-30 minutes, we've been able to raise 10,000 Ghana cedis. Into our 2,000 more to go. Near start to show now. Quick. Elikem will update me the moment we hit 2,000 in the next 5-10 minutes. So Elikem Kotoko or the team they are on standby. We have been able to raise 8,400. I think say 1,600. If we are able to raise it in the next 10-15 minutes, the show can start and we know say we are heading somewhere. Let us try and do that now. Elikem, update me briefly. If we are able to get the 10,000 right now, the donation today, and we can hold it up a little bit, and then every commercial break, I will play it and remind people who have not donated. We are looking at 1,600. To me, 1,600 sources this year. The people say we have been able to do 10,000 Ghana cedis right now, which is very, very good. Now pieces never count. By Monday. If every day we are able to raise 10,000 Ghana cedis within 30 minutes, what is going to happen is by Friday, and only raising 50,000 Ghana. 30,000 Ghana. We are looking at 80,000 Ghana, which is not bad money, to be very honest with you. And I think if we have that amount of money, okay, we have raised 9,560 right now. So basically, we did about 440. And we need about 500 Ghana cedis to cross 10,000. Now, we know today we have raised 10,000 Ghana cedis within a space of 30 minutes. So if you are here right now, let's push it to 10,000. Now, who say, and Monday, you to raise 10,000 Ghana cedis to add to what we have. Now, we need to speak on other issues right now. And I know and I believe this platform say people around the world, they will push it in the next 2 minutes, for us to, it's exactly 5:16. Akabe 2 minutes near start to show. Elikem updates me say you do 10,000 per. I'll make sure we wrap up and quickly start today's show. We are still waiting. I'm waiting 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We hear how 10,000 drew. I think we need about 500 Ghana cedis to reach 10,000. Now into me and today. I'm just waiting on Elikem to update me. You do 10,000, are able to me as start show, and every day, if you're able to raise 10,000, that means it's very, very good for us, because we will all be able to help our brothers and sisters. Elikem will update me in the next minute or two. And why will be charges is we bet me to 500 Ghana and say and I say you do 10,000. May I sure say somebody on this platform will be so pissed and say, Aden, we will see a boy Ghana for, see a boy in your animal for my 500 Ghana into na Kevin Taylor and making sure say you drew. So Elikem will update me in the next 2 minutes. Now you do 10,000, you bet me moving on quickly. Elikem, update us. So Obi Ebufu donated 500 Ghana now. Then we know say we have done the 10,000. We are still waiting for update from Elikem. I know somebody will donate 500 Ghana cedis so that we can cross the 10,000 immediately. Now, you are still watching with all due respect extended version. Being at the Kevin Editorial me and me the host of this show. What we are doing right now is we are taking donations to go help our brothers and sisters in the Volta region. The aged and also people with disability. Any target. So far, we have raised 9,560 ended the year 9,560. We are just waiting for somebody to donate 500 Ghana cedis to make 10,000. 30,000 and the little account, we will run it up later and let you know. So I'm still waiting on Elikem to give me a final answer. I think 400 Ghana. Yes, when we get 400 Ghana, we should be able to get to our target today. Our target today is 10,000 Ghana cedis. For now. Show Nikosono, people can still donate. I'm waiting on Elikem to update me. Elikem, I'm still waiting for you to update me. Elikam, I'm still waiting for you to update me. If we have crossed the 10,000, let me know so that we can basically start today's show. We are still within time. Time on call, sir. And you'll be making sure so we take care of everything. Okay, I can see. All right, Elikam say we have clocked 10,156.63 pesos. So as we speak now, no, we have crossed 10,115 Ghana cedis. I really appreciate this. God has been good to us. Tomorrow we'll be back to continue this donation. Thank you very much. We are about to start today's show. You're still watching with all due respect, extended version. What I will do is I'll minimize this donation flyer. I'll put it on this side. Who I will donate to, and when you come. Thank you very much, team. Thank you for helping us. We are family to raise 10,000 within 30 minutes. I really appreciate that. Let us take care of business. Head of the ship. And here was the disease coming from.
That is
Kaka.
That is not it. It's not.
So are you going to eat it?
Hey, casually. We are totally going to eat it.
No, it's
and I'm the first person.
So won't you get sick?
And here was the disease coming from.
That is
Kaka.
That is not it. It's not.
So are you going to eat it?
Hey, casually. We are totally going to eat it.
No, it's
and I'm the first person.
So won't you get sick?
No.
The disease has been finished. In fact, there are people expecting me, waiting for me to say something about the National Science and Maths quiz. I'm very, very worried a little bit. And there's another Donkor into Manko because there's one of those things. We don't have to waste time on a Kufuado. But Kufuado said, it's here to run the man, Koranbeto Junsuguno into a smart, a year Podon Chroma, Emma Podon Chroma, and a coy. The National Science and Maths quiz, in fact, we now so we study a year per sec for now, yen shada any jubilant mood mukasesa. Ubebusa say, oh, I don't presec and shada yenisha anje. The issue is simple. Ninyana say, I think say and we knew when we were going to this competition him say these schools were not schools. Makacham say achimota the KVIP square painting black and white say you how be Drew Ghana no PBB akujana na ya ohu achimota obi wura ho say bia oh I had a KVIP Ghana KVIP and a GKVIP into be trying to into na achimota and share school bia na any per second will go to sleep thinking say oh ade be china achimota winner. We never thought of that. It was and bakono owas ne se o mo ntebrofo me maka me se ekurase prempe for crane to me na owas from Accra to Santase kwan wa rough and the minimum kai mutika mu I musa ko fan futuru mu na monkoko na nekufu ado anya kwan inti mi ken mutisa musa atika mu amoko Santase to Kumasi ekwan we wano edisa ofiri ha ko eye Ethiopia ekwan tintin. Thank you very much team. We have made 11,256. I really appreciate it. Enti ya shada jubilate owas in your school ye nyina nim so owas de wi en shada in your school bi o metuma ka brofo maka kire mo ha brofo enna form sa brofo ya ade bia edin ena brofo adwene shada engina so awuntumi nka enti baba de obi atumi wi enti owas de na me hu ni say e school bia o metumi aba be say o dabi it is nti ene yanka say raho on say present ye shada jubilate sa because near target near 70 points nti aba 40 you say and then as I speak to you the teachers are still talking to the boys. The teachers are still talking to the boys because we mistakes be normal and also we experience a technique and sebio nkofo no kwen no omontenyo mabiase et say akwara omontanum cook bronya bia no mani age ade we ya iti this is not the time I be jubilate asresre ade amabetra mani age ade preseke winning with 40 points. No, we are very disappointed. We are disappointed because so far no na ango say make 82 points and then the call plan na da no last week say chart ne buy no na 82 points into see to be break it in 2 and say your performance this time no it was good but this is not a school we are supposed to waste our time and be sitting there all this while wasting our time on KVIPs and we are not supposed to do that. We are not supposed to do that. In fact, we are very, very angry tonight. So I would like to say Presec, we did it. These are the guys. As you can see, Osha Kakina, very, very solid khaki. Is a drum. I Okosho was for khaki. I see the paper form. Tan. Now, me who be during the year time and a competition. At a point, per sec, we were having a dance battle in school. I said that I'm sorry, but near your dance battle near the day. But I just want to tell Ghanaians people, especially Achimota for, you see, addition is different from concert. You see, me who video be an Achimota for bompire skindelia board. I must samu yankwara. Most of use a tata blade any a year reason and chair. And say na munya mustati edi a year scissors and I say a year shaving stick a ye mamutio musu sakra. Inti musia de you people should learn. It's not about skendi abo mo hunyango ponda ben e de na maba hu a mo ntena sinsuya de no mo bugu nwure mo bompaye inti mugu forest no mudi mani besi suasua de no moto na mo ye ere baba skendele abo be tajam be mi usa mema ne ye be ena mba ne ye tajam na mema ne ye be ena mugu nwure mo na mo start bidie ka mugu nwure mo and I'm start to be dear car. Presec for try your dear na dance no. You check the latest dance. Na mumu gure mu ho bompaye. Na mu bompaye that day. In some fool way ni ambesi beti wo Ghana no. In some fool way most na chimota and adian ja tete chimota nya we bi o. Monko pe blade bi yiji mamotiom na monko pe bi ntina. I'm very, very disappointed tonight. Go to Presec. Everybody's quiet. Because still, you want to say the kids are worried. The contestants are disappointed. Because they met weak schools. Weak. W-E-A-K. Weak schools. They were not supposed to be there. Wasting part time. Kofa school or was. Now from Accra to Santase, unimuwa. Enyumbre, ese meken ka mutim obi tim fitiano po ndidi ye. Yese Germany ya DJ championship. Uwe yankwara no. You have to always be tactical. Uwas for monte tactical ase. Yakasa tactical la. E say bia no utwa na mo a oma weni da ho. Ene ye friend tactical. Ade na bube mu no monte ase. Ena mpenifo ne dada bi se hia. Petre yakọ finance. Petre nam Kumasi wi bia mbata nom. Inti saa de na ye ankasande no enye prayer warriors de be share you eye intellectuals in conform adwene mu do eye competition se yakase pe Bible competition dia monko but saa de na eye me hu sa chimota na ma feria mom why 2023 you are in a chimota telling these kids that they should pray and that Jesus will change the figures for them. Teacher ni be na head wa chimota also resign in the year. The embarrassment is too much. The disgrace is too much. You people have disgraced the school. Say yeah competition na enkwara yeah kosko kosuya de no. No mo kosko kosuya mpaibo. Motete sa nwura nim from Achimota Forest and yeah high school. Open Ivy School Ghana air per second kwa. And we don't want to be talking too much. Because Kevin and Okwiti obi mpesema no betia school bia. Ba mombo mo madam ankura ni nsuya de. Na mo njai concerts no. E dey any prayers no. Enkura mo big and a mo pocket any a tata any roll on kiss roll on a modify tube no more bompire manyanko free sro aba a God's comedy channel aba den intinanka de mo ye no nanka nyanko nya de oye bia nantin komra no me den oga present for de mempem asem we Achimota for na mempem asem into mu hwinim. This is how religion has messed up our kids. At time, you people should release an apology letter to Ghanaians. You, Achimota and schools around here, you should release an apology letter to all of us. No. And I'm going to tell you school. Achimota ne akano. Edru point mnanko some ko fresh achuchika tamambe replace one of your contestants. At this point, if you people want to win this thing, you have to go and beg Chachu to come and represent you because when you Chachu chikata. So I'm beginning one mamudi and the bad thing because there's nothing that we can do for you people. Oh we got I Kevin Muadie. Yeah, me come school query. Me school query. From day one, me catch him say, a year ukrasi prempedi or moment to bro for money from was no. I'm gonna bonkra. No was for uniform men and show mono. and I'm telling Mike Kenichi, almost rubber crum, or maybe hoopo. Was rubber hoopo, I'm telling Mike Kenichi. Yes, madam, 33. Share. Be bold. Found some bob bonacas. Ay, come on. Found some bob bonacas as a bemaba. Oh, your boys, posture is important in a quiz. Posture. Send your bet now or spine, no, it's now straighter. Mojano to Miko baby. Namakwana Musha Mike. Yes, madam. Hey, reason Grace never know Hannah. Over town. Mama town, Baba Quiza. Moderator Mike. Was for yes, madam. 23. That be sit posture. Pastor, you got a pastor. Send your bet number on Cassia, which be Ginaho, and never a dreamy juma. Now to our qua. And to watch matter for my say. Makwa, mo spinal, more than to me film. Into me a half human. Makwa, I'm putting to my kitty. Oh, we are boys now. What now say? I was a spine pastor. Posture. I when your posture no right about them. I and now I'm a problem when you about. Into me they met my catcher a year national science and math quiz say next year no mon can't school senior say omon kofa a year old students mbra. Precisely the any enquire na be. I think that will help. And your palatable old students who go for money at the Adomo would call the spelling woman idea. You see, I know, you also show the constitution a national science and math quiz, also presect natural, and then also true rules, no. Answer now, Babana, also, yeah, at the also say. Bro, for also can I was saying Yankasano, yet school number near Vertimu, some squat at a time with them. I forgot. Now, we're so free. Also, yes, Kumasi or said to say a day, or said to show us, I said to or said to more. Yet you said to secondary school, or said to Kuraba Febi Mae. Or said to secondary school. And I said to Kuraba, and that park so Monko Febi Mae. Posture! No, yeah, pastor. My own boys, no. Ujina wano ujina so be mem. Wo pejamu na chest ne pie. Na mo de Mike echi. And yes, madam. Dabi. O spinal cord ne chiape wa adwena chia. That's how it is. And until I hear some Yeshua, pastor. Aquaba bodam. So so they also need to say next year there Mama All Students Association for number representative because say all students now madia. Na me anga say me baba organize the All Student National Science and Math quiz. Ni ahwe. Ehon na nkabo say all students no ebi kura bo ka school no man ko ai. Ye baba organize National Science and Math quiz All Students Association. Ehon na obehu de besi. Enti my advice to eye achimota. Yesu oni wo ma obi an bebo ma meka binche ma achimota for. Achimota school na esi wo no. Eye nipa and a dwene and a motor block and a musi school no. 2. Sa school ne si no. Ye si se nkwara mra ho emetena se no munsua de. 3. Entina nipa safa teacher for se omunjina muso na munsua de. Atimota school ne si no. Yes na Yesu Kristo mpobwa nsi ho. Yesu wa mesi school ni bi. Nyankopon wa mesi school ni bi. Wan donate one cedi cry. Yesu wa mfa cash bi ama yebusa Yesu kwa wemfimo. Intimo man kwara ni nsia de ne nja nkwase ampaye no san nkwase ampaye to and they are me and Lord we know you change the God will change the course ne hwan kwara ampaye tantan bi and we know God wo mu school fees yentia wa be gina you know woni mbra papa bra nsa na wotua school fees a wo do opimpini sa be gina o to den be ma be siaba o school shots wo yesi pe beti wa be gina and I am the SRC leader hey o botamohu sit down and learn. Auntie, I just want to say this. We are not too happy, but we are happy. We have won. These are the young men who did it. And you can see the humility. You can see it there. And that abyss is show we have line it dominate to the Japan and different discipline. No? Happy are we, studios are we, students of Presbyterian Secondary School. Or it says anthem now illuminative lumen. Illuminative vidabimus lumen. In the light we shall see light. It's a school that was actually established on something we call discipline. Hard work and you can also say you can also say excellence and Presec has been there. Presec Legon memory fee your Ekurase Presec and your Odogono Presec. So Presec Legon was established to basically instill discipline and knowledge into young men people like myself and other dignified ones, not rapists like Paul Ademochimono, there are a few who are wayward, but the good ones amongst us, and Ghanaians or Ghana as a country, they know, say, if you want school, Obabe to me free ho. And there's one thing about Presec, Legon, you need to understand, and say, what time you can see these young men, very handsome guys, and you can see the product that we have been able to put out. That's why they call us the Christian gentlemen. Even though they call us the Christian gentlemen, we don't allow that word Christian to overshadow our responsibility. You can't be a Christian. Nobody's taking that from you. No one can take that from you. But you need to know, after being a Christian, what next? Your core responsibility or your core mandate is to go to school and learn and become a responsible gentleman. So even though we are called Christian gentlemen, we always have one focus: to be dignified Christian gentlemen. Everyone can call themselves Christian gentlemen, but there is a unique way of representing or presenting yourself to the world. And Presec, they have consistently, continuously, systematically presented themselves through religion and intellectualism. That is why we stand out anytime we meet other people. It's not say, Abia, you're also magic be. We know our responsibilities, our mandate, and our core values. Presec Legon as a school is not just a school. It's a place where people are taught life lessons and also practical lessons and also theory. This is an institution when you have to be rest assured, say, at the end of the day, he will come out as a Christian gentleman. And we have exhibited that continuously. This is the 8th time we are lifting this trophy. It's so easy. And we have done this for a very long time. And I want to tell the ladies, last night, me see tsunami DT girl be that girl no court national. Na for some time, on make a sebia was between who na on na for more can a senior high school in some and as a national science and math school, and the girls are talking, hey, media me call. Then one day the girl was like, I've never heard you talk about your senior high school before. And I'm saying, yeah. And I'll say, oh, which senior high school now call it? All along, I'm in conscious senior high school, I'm calling. She just knows me. And I'm so, what do you think? And also, somebody told me that you went to Presec. And I'm saying, I know. And I'll say, and I'm Busan and say, well, why are you dating me? Also, because you're smart, you're a handsome guy. And say, you got it right. Because I went to Presec. That's what we come up with every time. And he goes, you're smart. And I'm going to say, that's why I didn't tell you. You should have known from day one. Just say, because why are you dating? Why are you going out? I say, Kevin, there's a reason why I'm dating you. You are a very smart guy. You know what to do at the right time. You're intellectually smart. You religiously respect. And I said, that's why you should have known. You should have known. But I'm making sure that my pastor near straight. So you should have known. Pastor! Okay, inti Presec winning. I don't know normal. Matter say John Dumelo said then also Benanti backwards all the way to Achimota. I don't know what he was drinking that night or eating that night. He's a very nice gentleman. I'm respecting the power, but for him to make that, who is say yanamria sia yetumi tia bibi so na amaya bibi. And I say to me, I don't know what he was eating at that moment. And I mean him ebia na areho no wom and ebia na bibi, because normally no menya sure say obu say uwas achimota Presec competition or say you are going to bet on something. I don't get it. I just say I don't get it. Inti mom, if he's going to do it, he should do it. Obi just send me bejinana because prempe achimota ana whatever school, any Presec, because say so much to me we need Presec. I me jam me one better live TV so I also say yes, power and a war. But for Dumelo to say Presec will beat Achimota, or maybe Presec to beat Achimota, he walk back. No, you don't do that. I don't know what went on. So for being a sharing Kumu, say he's a nice guy. I like him, very honorable gentleman and very intelligent enough. But hey, Masa Yanisa, I would have for which you call Uyabe 1 mile and Yamujai. Or some chinaso, or some chinaso. Senebea next time, in some kika on to make it kebi by heart, sir. Your boys be broha, be biabano mo kebi. It be more hobby or support to Chelsea, who see Manchester, Penocasa, and it's all Casa because Manchester so Chelsea, Manchester so team be our England, and it's a fact. Into whom will become Manchester. Some now what's your problem? You are a newborn and as a soccer. And I think you guys should forgive him, but he needs to do the work. Maybe 1 mile. Then after that, I'm trying to papa. Next time, on assessing your man, son or kasa. Pasture. Jina homa okasa no. Schools compete on kasa akwa. Amunkora no shape nye. Ebu abo so to no ma say, madam, so okasa na kwa wa adwene so akwa. And then the hammer no. And I said, yes, Pasha. All right. And I'd like to say congratulations to all the schools that made it this year. It's a tough competition. When you to draw, Achimota, hey, you guys, you pulled something today. The reason why I'm winning, no, na onyankopon peso catch them say, Sebio, ejumadin na ye. So don't you people, or God has neglected or forsaken you guys. The reason why your God did not listen to you was because if he had listened to you people, you'd be more lazy. You wouldn't learn. Inti onyankopon onye ni bibia kwa. Inti so onyankopon ama achimota. Se moji munyankopon ni di se otumie bibia. Musa nyankopon no ka kire mu se momfa akwadworo nto nchen na munye adwuma. Inti so otumi kura na onye efri se onim se osamotena school na musua de. Sanka moko gya oye tobe skenria baba na nka mu wini ya anka nden kama to book mu akoda enwumbre prep muginem obiara ho. You are motivated to work harder. Into the atom biano onyame nema ono aso na gi. Into the atom biano, God wanted to motivate you people to work harder. Pray little, work hard. That's how it works. I pray little, work hard. So you people should understand that onyame enaye that the onyame bema obi aso na wagi atum. And I know Achimota will bounce back next time stronger. Very, very, very focused. And to make sure say it's all about work on the ground. Owas for the mokwanwa and you say when I am kwan so madeda kakran so mo data na mo hweme nyame emfa mo nkodru fie asomdwe mo obia ho nka. God in his own wisdom should protect every single person odi ni school echi eba akra ebe competition no. God in his own wisdom no onisa mo dom school no the jama any makuma e breaking ade. God is telling you people to work hard. Into all our prayers tonight, mayenti asemboni bia onyankopon emfa mo nyina emfa nko de enko asantimemu adwebrel munya munkodru school mo yenkofo mba mo student mon kama adwene bo mamonko competition amobaye na amfa next time obo mo hoboden because when was the last time you people came to the finals? We actually some you juma pa bedru ha and you are still close to the trophy. I think say your team you should work harder and was you represent the Ashanti region better and I know in the future no se preseke gua mo betumi win tournament ni bi and as a competition preseke ngudi ya second dia mo beji aboso e de so pele aboaje intanyimbre nyankopon embo mo ho ban na onfo mo nkodu asantememu ochina maybe phone lines na mamo na mafre na de hamo no mo kan kire me ne hwe de betuma ya mamo ekurase prempe de mo aye no omuntumi nye bi motemonim mo ba e mo nwia de mo nwia ma me ne bag ndwane mo anye bibia me stress no obia is safe. We were all safe under your presence, and we respect that. Owas for nyamishramo monsan keka montentantentam nyoma munko wia mistress bag ni ade inti de match say the nyankopon ebebie kwan ma next time inti munko du fie nyame embo mo ban driver na utwika no bra gina kakra na dwonso na ate mun pepo kibinom na monto aso wa bra atwon ho na mankora no nkora no buka no omo future leaders. We really appreciate them. Omo da yakoma so owas for nkora no omo baaye omo take part nyina omo da yakoma so inti yesremo monfo mo kodu efie ajojo. It's very, very important. Inti yenyina ye de obia se and this year ye wia bag bibia da din prempe fo amba nti bibia da ekurase prempe omo ntebrofo enumguasefo nkurasesam omo court ni ade omo nkurasefo inti sia na ekurumfo nyina ehia. All right, inti moment fan hye so egi. Now this lady, her name is me wa fa asefo ohun me wa fa asefo mienu bi ohun me wa fa asefo mienu na sa wa fa asefo mienu no owas do mon court enya do me court owas dey know me wa fa asefo mienu na sa wa fa asefo mienu no o ma madwen se o mo pese o mo disturb mo abrabo we mu na me mo plan bi mo an me mbo mu din de Baako support Chelsea and baako so minim the team ono so I say Man City was a Chelsea ono bibisa wa fa second also dey penyin no minim the team ba ketwa no I think say penyin no Manchester but I think say ketwa no e wo Chelsea on the odi areho team we tutu ketwa no on kan okura baako kra otumi frame maka say wa fa se jai team no so team na ye and am team no enso oboa enti ende. Now this lady, she is called Esther Ago Odai. Esther Ago Odai oba eye enkraya your friend manye this woman. Now where asasu or Katamanso anywhere around Katamanso there is a university around especially Samami way nobody should trust her. Say obejira with him say manisika na oma wasasia. She is a liar. And omo Katamanso a oma toto asase free mami we wono 99% of them they are looking for her. Omo friend Manye oko Katamanso, she is a thief. The reason why I make us say sama mami we Katamanso nsase wo ho a ose na busuafo de agya no otumi ton asase ba koma nipa 20. One woman. I am showing her face. If you are a real estate company, now I want you know some mami we ama wasase. Ochina o kwa kwesi asem wo so a obeji usikedi. If you are an individual, that's what tam sika ma mami we, na mami we catch or say obema wasase wo Katamanso, she is a liar. This woman is a chronic liar or a cromfo. Go to Adenta police station. Ne file da ho ebe 600. Sir, ende make us say nyumbre unim say we a real estate agent na mami we de wakokyira asase bi so Katamanso anywhere in Katamanso na okakyira wo say enebusu asase. She's a liar, she's lying. And tonight and anadwo be call no obi to wall. What that is what she does. Oton asase man kofo a also anadwo no be to wall. Into betuma Katamanso na obi to wall anadwo. But I just want to tell people who have been given this money, woman money. People are mami we ajisike free omo say yamu asase so sika on ho ochina kwaje because what to asaso mami we ho Katamanso you have to understand you are not going to get the land. I don't normally do this, but this woman, your friend Manye, one serious criminal, she carries herself say or your queen mother and on Nam Katamanso or Nam Accra and duping people. Tonight, why would you sika mano? Why would I any paperwork say Manye say or wasasi bi mau? Be very important, be very careful. Call her tonight and take your money. Because she cannot defend you. There is no way that land now or the amount no and I'm going to say this again. Say oye obia real estate agent mami we aso wonsa akoche 2 plots 3 plots 1 acre 5 acre waju sikedi. Later in the week, me the documents a chiresa mami we krono a obo won kran. Okeka nipatimu bom. Ejin kofo sika in the name of Memo Asase. This woman is dangerous. Tonight, why would this sika be mama mami we a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, call her tonight and say you don't want the land again. Because she cannot provide any document to be a chiresa or no assassino a nedia. And that is what she has been doing in Katamanso. Within a week, tomorrow morning, have her arrested. So I coach now say for a year excavator be across as Katamanso, somebody will shoot you and kill you because she does not care. So Mamu coach now was so Katamanso say Nidia and that go and work here. Usikasi. If you are in the process of giving this woman money, your friend Manye, my body the full name Esther, she is lying. You can go to Katamanso, everyone will say this one does not have any land. She cannot provide one document to tell you, say, oh, Asase. This woman is dangerous. So, would this stop? Don't take it. Because every land on the coast will be there. And people have documents too. That land no none it does not belong to her. So tonight, so do sika Manye, Anna Esther, Manye. So also your hima on your hima will be a fee. Or the attorney also on hima every day she is in police custody. Mumbusan Saman to inquire saying. So this woman is a dangerous woman. Baba be as time goes on. The only thing I'll leave you people, moi, money juma, why would this sika man kwaje? And why you are in the process of Katamanso, Menji. Don't take money, don't give her money, and don't take any land. Because sa assassino and then dia. End of announcement. All right. My own boss, Erastus Asare Donkor, is the 27th GJA Award Journalist of the Year. And Obianim Erastus Asare Donkor. And this should not be news to anyone. What I want to tell you is say, this gentleman has worked hard. This is the first gentleman, and a journalist, now I am a first news editor. He pays attention to details. And it's not a fluke, say, and Erastus has won the best journalist in Ghana. When it comes to Galamsey's story, he did all of the stories. With all due respect, there are other reporters who covered Galamsey. But for Erastus to win GJA, say, Journalist of the Year, no, it means, say, every single story he covered when it comes to Galamsey, no, it is legit. It means, say, the fight against corruption, we all have been saying, say, the president and this government, they have lost that fight, no. It has come to play, and they say, every single thing that he did, you know, the crowning of Erastus as the Journalist of the Year has shown, say, he did what? An extensive, serious journalism and as a journalistic worker at the Abedruha. This confirms, say, Galamsey, Ayeka, Ekufuado abaying MPP, abaying M-Person Bejiatum recently. The Attorney General came out to say, he's not heard about anything called Galamsey da. Ono onimbe bimpo Galamsey. If you say Frimpong Boateng report, no, there's nothing in there that shows say Ekufuado na abaying omo Galamsey. Now, the journalist who was in the middle of the whole thing, or the videos, or the facts, you know, omo Journalist of the Year. That means he say the report in everything he said was the truth. So far, nobody has come out to say in Erastus Asare Donkor's report, you know, he basically lied about something. Into this alone should tell Ghana for say Ekufuado, NPP, they have disappointed us. They have destroyed our waters. They have destroyed our forest. This is a political party nobody in this country should trust. Because the Ghana Journalists Association for out say whatever Erastus reported on is actually live and it is happening in Ghana. Recently, he basically came out with a new story which has got to do with how our waters have been poisoned and how Ghanaians will be dying. And so many can say MPP are buying, they are still telling Ghana for so say this alone should tell you, say, nobody should trust this government. I received an email from a gentleman yesterday and I read it. And the gentleman was telling me, so, a chartered accountant. But check the story and an email or send me and say, he wants more from me to prove, say, the NDC should come to power. I'm like, my friend, then how did you become a chartered accountant? In fact, my response to him was very nice. I wasn't rude at all, but I was worried. I was concerned because as a chartered accountant, it means you can read and write. It means you can do the math and put the data together from when Ekufuado wasn't in power and today. You can do the analysis. So for you to write to me as a journalist and tell me, say, you have seen me work and you have seen I need to provide more evidence to convince you to vote in 2024, then I'm sorry. You don't deserve to be a chartered accountant. I'm very sorry. Then, without due respect, they are smarter than you because they know that this government is not a government anybody should even think about asking questions. Say, should I vote for this government or give me more evidence? This, where we have gotten to, there's nothing like explain to me more. Give me more evidence. Let me convince me. I don't need to convince you, my friend. You have already made up your mind you don't want to reason. Because if you want to reason, you go and take the corruption index, then check under Mahama, not corruption, no, you're saying, and the Ekufuado, corruption, no, corruption perception index, no, under Mahama and Ekufuado, you're saying, under Ekufuado, no, not economy, you're saying, under Mahama, you're saying, under Ekufuado, no, say infrastructure, no, how have we been able to move it up? Under John Mahama, no, how was it moved up? When we're talking about security, that is what you look at. So you call yourself as chartered accountant. I don't know which kind of chartered accountancy you do. Maybe Ojiji. But if you're a real chartered accountant who can read and understand and break things down, you will not come and send me an email to tell me to convince you with more evidence. Now, he was making a point. You are sitting outside the country and you seem to know everything. I'm saying, my friend, I'm going to show you respect for the first time. If you don't want to vote or you still want to vote for the MPP, go ahead. I am not here to come and convince you how you should vote. So with all due respect, I actually showed a lot of respect in my response. But You see, in the first place, you didn't even deserve a response from me. But just for you to basically show me respect to send me an email, no, that is why I responded to you. But you don't deserve to be a chartered accountant, with all due respect. Because if at this point, you are still asking me, sitting in America, somebody I have put out more documents against this government. Abane Krampo, that is in charge of every document in Ghana, has not been able to, for once, contest my fact. You're still sitting there asking me, I should prove to you more. My friend, you are not serious. Maybe you are trying to act as if, say, oh yeah, chartered accountant. You are not. Because a chartered accountant, with all due respect, or yes, smart, no, they will not be asking me at this point. I count 404 days. 404 days. These people have been in power for 7 years. And you are asking me, I should tell you more and convince you to vote. No, my friend, if you like, don't vote. You are just a disappointed MPP person. You don't want to admit it. Don't come in my inbox and be sending me long grammatical messages for me to think you are smart. With all due respect, I'm not the hub of knowledge. I'm also not going to allow ignorant people to come into my inbox and ask ignorant questions. With all due respect to you. That is why I respected you politely. I should have said some things to you, but I didn't want to do it. Into accountant now, you know, but no chartered accountant today in Ghana who can read the numbers today and pair it to the numbers before will tell me, say, this government convinced me to vote against them. I'm sorry. So back to the Erastus thing, no. I want to say, he deserves it. And this is the first time a journalist, the best journalist of the year, nobody is contesting it. There was a time, Samson Ayenini, you're the best journalist, man. People were shocked. People puked. People were like, time. Akwa we Saturday in news files so and obone num so Gokubako now makotam best journalist man Kwame Sevakan or to Peace FM studio and opabia not on any girlfriend's chat or phone, so he does not even show any seriousness towards his host his guest. You people carried something and said he's the best journalist. This is one of the times a legitimate journalist and the obien say exceptional work and hard work to get here. So to my boss, Erastus Asare Donkor, I'd like to say congratulations, Bosse. Most of the people basically who worked with him, we all call him Bosse. Bosse. You have earned it. And this is something you should be proud of. You should tell people boldly, I earned it from my hard work. And everybody in Ghana knows. So Bosse, what should I say? The opportunity you gave people like us, it wasn't just an opportunity. You wanted to prove to us that in the future, we will also make our mark. Today, in Ghana, majority of the people who basically work with you, they are controlling the airwaves in Ghana. I respect you. Yesterday, my wife sent me a picture of you and I. And I looked at the picture and I'm saying, Bosse, many pictures ni biao. Recent one of pictures, so wife in Kwana pictures on the phone. So, in yesterday, Okuiba could brem, and Asaba could say, Medichra Ghana for Bus Sana, and Opagobe, Ewia Gobe, and Yumbre Gobe, Mini Bibia will be mu I, sir, and your man Cambodia, no name Mindibi, Ayanopagobe, Ewia Gobe, and Yumbre Gobe was Bosina also Gobes. I was see. I just saw bad, I just comment the Ubi. Oh, guys, so is anything Bosse was not Gobe those times. But now you're Bosse to need to wink. 7 hours Bosse, those times 9 Gobe. Bosse, I saw ba said Bosse the senior man the comedy do won shadan kasa I Bosse ba how are you guys doing any other day but na Bosse na come so the I say nyina nim ebu akenkini ko so chiro DJs the money other Alexis Bill and Alexis Bill so a nice guy around town oba not dokono ho I say abonasum and come to me the pa programs manager or no ba common kwa but and them we are a big man for so Bosse you have it and picture I will not show it Mr. S, do I have the picture? It was one of those pictures we were actually reading the news at Ecstasy Radio, Ewo Kumasi. And they're a nice kakra, but the other ones in there, Mr. S, you guys should not release it. And so this is myself and Erastus Asare Donkor, Ewo Radio Ecstasy in Eye Kumasi. We were reading the news in Yumbre, and as you can see, Eye Bosse and Kevin, we were trying to act as if say everything is fine. Bibia was not fine. I come the boys. Intibo say this is the picture. They are dangerous in the men fan chiromo. Media no chiromo. Where did the picture go? There's the picture. Bosse, as you can see, this is Bosse and me. We were reading news. So you can see Bose nie Erastus nie na me into reading news na be ka se no so kan anse sa na tie boss kan de na the brofo ne din na kan de brofo ne din wi a so kan brofo ketwa no aha. So this is how it started, and as you can see, Erastus today is the best journalist in Ghana, and I really appreciate him. I respect him a lot. Hard work pays, and he has proven consistency is also important, and paying attention to details and also very, very important. Those are his hallmark. And as I sit here today, majority of the time I give credit to Erastus Asare Donkor. And internet the last time I Erastus a year Canada Japan, or to me and Kobe finish, I was pissed off because there are people who are genuine and they've worked hard in their life to get to this point. These are people who are not making millions of dollars in Ghana. The amount of money they are supposed to make, there are so many people sitting in Accra, Joy News, they are supposed to, Erastus is supposed to be making their money. But Erastus is in Kumasi, getting in the bush, getting the work on the ground for people to know the truth. Now, Flesh Boys BTT, a Joy News to Accra, Omake Kamone Atoso, and many politicians, Ebo Chrono, Omo BB, a criminal agency. Evansmen, Samoni Ade, these are thieves. They don't do anything. They sit there, Omketemebutu, Omokekan Kwasiasem. So these are people who work hard. And I'll always sit on my platform and let Ghanaians know, say, a year Erastus has made it, and he didn't just make it. He worked hard to get to this point. But say, Satampa, but say, no me who lines be what who. Now say, come on. I just see me who lines be but say me. I mean you but say, I say was say me show up, me share you up inside hona. Na line be the ho. Na come on but say, I say I attach any a year they be able say, oh, muta popcorn kakra mreme. I na say top popcorn na fra a year attach kakra. Na enti but say that time no, na a community intimo with no. They say why nice ba I was say. Divajo was say Divajo I so long sleeves we neja dem I de bia man de bia do twiso I was say no I na shine kakra eh was say ras no na eja kakra dem I eja kakra dem na was say na so long sleeves we boy I say lines kakra bi dem of wi man pa I guess na was say me feel what you also feel me. I'll link up catch your wife you say I'll link up. Thank you very much, Ras. All right, so Mama yanko enim na yenjujom egigim. Now, assembly si ewo a year Pentecost for sorry 6 o'clock. Kevin Pekasa. Besides Mr. P, you guys should be on standby and be pushing me. I beg you guys. And then Monday. Pentecost for assembly si I think we all need to talk about. Now assembly you say a year Pentecost for a release statement. We are working to secure release of kidnapped Pentecost deacon. So I'm for Yamishramo. Good evening. Otum for said to Napiao, Medo, also dome, and then you repay. Bantama Hene, Oda Wakoma, so we will be a Medo Pa, Sebio, Bantama Hene, Amam for Sebia Metown, and I make come as a Dabi, Oyo Henekasia, Bantama Hene, Medo, Asasana some day, Becan later. Mampo Hene. Proponent and exponent. You see, Ukromo, ya will see your amount. Now, first, we see you chow namo gata no, or my ye, and I say still, I would channel gata so, into a bit home come. Now, Pentecost for Eddie and Kratebi Abetu Abontine, almost say a year. Pentecost, sorry, I was South Africa no. Now, Omujina, sorry, dema, Sebio, Omokanya Mesam, now kind Bible no tea Christopher, the Omoka chain and say, Onyamedie, Sebio, yen yinabeka kotono. Ewo osra himem inti sebio ende so nyameje won kwa ende so wu a e so tia se Kristo ne abosu a onyametu mu de wu a e onyankopon ho eneko Bible no bebi kura kire se eye ewuo de eni senka Kristo ni bi asuro efri se ende wode ho am onyankopon no wu a so wu na wonim se ukọ eja ne nsa nifa so enye benkum nifa ne so nyankopon abodom na ukoda na sebio ye ne eye ye ne ayen kan kure no yakọ obonsam enso edwaye. Na ende na assembly si e South Africa. Eye Pentecost for sorry kese e South Africa for e krom. Omo ya sorry omo kanyame asem se na Yesu be wu ya ye nyina yemfa ye kranto na yenwu na yemfa ye kra entwa so ma onyankopon no. Eye South Africa for mbrantie de omo tie Pentecost so for na e South Africa mantem ho. Omo se de bia no oprichi a ose o eye nyame de ende kra oto nsafra me sofo a me ba me nsem efi se obra ma bo ene de ma ye nti onyame ende me wunna kura be de makoma me de me kra ebo afare ma ye o Christopher nyum bebre me wu me de me kra aba afore mo nyame nti na je se de bia South Africa for boys no mutie papa de preaching no e South Africa nti na kwesi de twam ya na oye preaching no so oh papa de sibia de bia o ka kire na asore ma e South Africa oye Pentecost ni no waka kire mo se sebio ende atoye nkyem kura to mo a eye onyame e na amanasi Sebio so mu na ayo nyame ekukuom na omukọ. Into South African voice no so omu tie and am so endie. So Asare where ye Pentecost Asare omu gitum say so do kra na wakra ene wakoma emo nyankopon na se na ebo otuo kra wu a ukọ onyame edien ensani frɛ no so. In the South African brente no ebo wura eye ye frɛ no eye Pentecost Asare dem a e South Africa. Now there is see I was sorry them we moment who enhwe na ewia ya ka ho asem.
Successful people in life and what obeshayo there are some key principles here on the bobra. Na oh yes sir.
Moko South Africa hokoye den. South Africa obokoye den wo mokoye den wo. Eta for nam ho no. Me mata South Africa. Mokoye den wo ho. Nipa mo Ghana kura mo nyansakra mo wieye. Kakra ya ye Ghana no. Ye nyansakra Ghana fo ni wie. Moko South Africa hokoye den. Brother Ima da flat. Nipa me feeling wo asem we are hosem. Enye se bia Pentecost for asem asem hia. Enye se but nipa o hard pa akwa no borga no. Enti se bia uko bebia dinka steady environment no de obehye. It also no camouflage no efra atore dan wo no enti amanfo na hye hu no. Ai enti also ono de o hard guy enti ono ye be kana so later. Na me busa brother Ima se de bia insam keka de bia insam keka Moko South Africa hokoye den ekwe enti Ghana hwedantre from Ghana muntumi sisa o mu wieye South Africa forum go no ebibifo no abrofo no kra ka kire mo so omo we fish omo simbe tutu enti omo fish kro omo we sankofo de nyankofo obetumi de Bible keka akosesa omo South Africa ebibifo abrofo ka kire mo so omo we fish omo simbe tutu enti omo meat ngwa no omo we brother you mad the flat time akwari ka so for the phone brano akwari grab musa so say it is here take oh it is like that hey brother Ima the gospel according to John hey brother Ima dikinima papa go nka so beji for us take mo japade o Ghana me rene memma ewrade ya mbom tuo na Yesu Kristo hedi na kuma ne kra beto ho ma ne yitwa so ma no enti mo nipa ba ko pe be yi ne ho me abodi tuo na mo de ni moja twa so no eno so da mo nye and a brother Ima, I quite eta where do you sit down? Or sit lay down, brother Ima said, no, take the phone. Or sit sleep, or sit take. Enquire the Musa, Obe Mushim, just move on carbon. Inquire the young woman, no problem. Brahima, something hear me. Brahima, I couldn't put Musa Funo. Brahima, or down from none on sorry. Hey, take it is here. Yes, me Japadi Ogana, Okokua, Masasimi and Sao, JJ Crada, yes, to look up. In the Pentecost Bobo, I am ya. Now, in Kofu, I'm to trust me. I'm Robert Pentecost. Sorry. Says, I'm a damn pan. I am fine. We are sure my inform Kugu. Because I say, we see what a wife, a see a war, a South Africa. Limpopo, the sea, and I made a mission in baby crazy. Ebia Limpopo, Obisa Liverpool, Tebia Limpopo. Now, Pentecost for Mukoya Dian was Limpopo, South Africa, Mukoya Dian ho. Bra a kaswa ajantre form wo kaswa no ye ka say ye yo mu nyina djuma 13 years na ewie ye atutubotomfo a omo eye den so tuom medical nkora asusubotomfo mo so tuom ye nyan deliver mu wie ye eye kronfo mo aban we mu ekufo de nasefo adwifo we ye ntumi nsakra omo na petre ye kwose sanipa South Africa ye bobiti mutu an ka hwan problem. Inti Brahima Yakaso now no asem na ara husembum hadwene because the trauma they will go through the trauma is I've lived in South Africa before. Mama can be being Ghana for South Africa for they are hanging on the thread. South Africa crew no no sa crew no odike yebeku atwachne. I don't know why Ghanaians will leave, and I don't blame them because at a point I've been in that position before, and it has all got to do with. So you will not move to another country. That is it. That is how the whole thing is. So do it, you will not move. And then I am a be at me fancy so. And you're moving an for a be and for pass. I can kind say a free toes and what can kind be now or now put on full plane that. Into those people, no, German it is not a problem to Ghanaians, but they are legitimate people. Omo junior Juma, Omo far desert so ekwa bruchri. Omo sua bibi, esua nyansa, ehun say saa de sua no omo fam no, omo de bebo omo man, enya nkwasiafo omo hu ace, omo hu kan, omo hu kro ne ade saa gibi for no. But on the serious issue we are talking about here no, Pentecost for a release statement afa asem we hu. Hey, Pentecost for moko hoko ye den. Now Pentecost first one kind and say Pentecost first and say Notice to Ghanaian community in South Africa. Pentecost for Asare no emo release statement e de ama Ghana for omo in South Africa. Na e de asem e na oma catch South Africa for mo mame so me nchirichirim na yenko yenim. Notice to Ghanaian community in South Africa. The attention of the High Commission of the Republic of Ghana has been drawn to an incident in which members of the congregation of the Johannesburg, Joburg branch of the Ghanaian Church of Pentecost were robbed of their valuables at gunpoint and a deacon of the church kidnapped during church services on the 29th of October 2021. The mission is presently working with the church in cooperation with the South Africa Police Service to ensure the speedy and safe release and return of the victim to his family. Kindly note that the South African police is fully focused on the matter and is working hard to ensure the safe return of our compatriots. Mission wishes to advise all members of the Ghanaian community take necessary precautions to ensure their safety and well-being. Mission will update the community of any further development related to the case. Inti the mission Ghana embassy South Africa no omo release statement. Omo say time asem we see no akromfo na omo ba ebejeje omo hunyoma no omo sa echi Ghana ni ba ko de ne koye. Inti asa omo kasano emra omo chos aleta we na Ghana ni na akromfo mo South Africa eche ne kan we be kidnapping omo de omo pe and omo chichire de koye no saa nipa na ebesin de no minim so mayi ni dia because letter way 29th omo nim inti ebesin de saa nipa no omo nyanyi no inti South Africa Ghana commissioner was South Africa na chama Ghana for say de esini inti obia enhwe ne ho yie na omo bo Ghana for de omo ma Ghana for ate de esi kosia de ya etwemi 29 say onra 29 is yesterday, right? Inti asem we si enra ya inti minim ebia obohunu ba omunye hu no akromfo no ensa echi Asare ni ba ko de ne koye inti asem no nyina ne se Pentecost fo a sebio no mo bom paye agekra de omo akọ otwedi aponyame kopon ho no ekrom ho ma no edwene se ometua fakuti kwan so abo mo kro no ama Ghana fo mo ho no sisia no Asare Pentecost Asare no ese omobo endwi de ekon so na sebi we kase Nyankopon Asare a ni aim ni sen ni vision ni sen ade nti ne yeti Asare se Asare ebeka asempa no asesa nipa ama nipa aye de Onyankopon pe. That is the basic responsibility of a church. Yekase Asare a ni nyina se Asare no betumi akasa kire nipa ema omo abede onyame aye de onyame pe. That is the job of the church. Inti so u check a religion the basic question omu nyabusa say religion die nti na yete religion yete say ne be ya nipa ebete de osom na se na omate omu Nyankopon a omu som na se na omu di nechi. Inti religion change in so many forms, and as the years went by no religion the definition of religion asasa na say religion omu ngina so and say nipa be sakra nipa be den ebehu Onyankopon ekire kwan omo beka asempa. The Pentecost ni nyina no se ka se Pentecost fire ni nyina asam no and na Paul ka say he is not ashamed of the gospel. So say onyame asam no and be mo twetwe ne kura ono de onyame asam no ye ka say asam na it is the word and the word is God. Ye say asam no ene Onyankopon. Inti yeti Asare a asam no na ye gina so de ti Asare ye ka say asam no so onyame na onyame e wo say ofa onyame so na wo de sakra nipa. Inti Asare de anka mu dwumadi ni se omo beboa akrankra momate ase se also di nyame asam so na obeye de onyame pe enti obi be friend Christian Christ like onante wo Yesu Kristo anama mu enso enda me no tie Pentecost for ya also omo kasa kire nipa ma nipa sesa omakoma omo ma omakoma ba fom na omo ye de onyame pe no Pentecost Asare no and the dwumadi a omo di ene se Pentecost no Oba Ghana and the Pentecost Church of Ghana a prison no musi. Church of Pentecost built prison reformation center at Insawum. Intende Ghana Pentecost no instead of say omobekwa bontina ko kasam no ama Pentecost fire no aye nipa no adwuma ma nipa no endi bone no Pentecost Church no ende omakosi bia nipa no also butu no for ma ondi bone me yemfa ne ba on de sia no omogyae efutuo no omogyae nsemka no omogyae onyame asem a eye gospel no ka eno makosi bia eye den a obeba ho abedem. In the Pentecost, instead of them to start from A, B, C, it is too difficult for them to start from A, B, C, all the way to Z or Z. Into the mind, say, Oma neglect A, B, C, kwa kudu Z, Oma kujina Z. Into what they are bokrono, what they yamaho emekas and panenchro. What the yama metias yes, Corona Okobono, and to me, wow, Eddie Ewudi Beba, Ebema Sebi Yankopona or Bo one apple. Because I'm sorry, any yam is something in answer of many panatias, yes, no maybe wow, nya, or Yamina or Bon on the Bepono. Instead, say Pentecost for ever take care of that. Pentecost for instance, Nipana Mokrono, Omo Jantra, Omundiatro, na or Kwa see prison at Cheomo. Now, this is what Pentecost in Ghana is representing. They are rather representing the end game instead of stopping the first game. Because you need to stop the problem. You don't allow the problem to become a bigger problem, then you try and solve it. Because a bad problem, this baby, to me solve a problem. No. And it's a mankasa and I any Bible say, fa onyamia semno esha akwarana kumem, senebeya onyinia on free. Say one church no kwan no one man hu de ye ne de nia sebio wo ye wagene say akora de maminja no mane mbo bra obo mehu se onum wi mane nom onum jot mane nom mehu se otua jantra at the age of 16 mane nye na sebio so obedum pempenso bia na afei ya twe na so manate asese de o start here nyina enye. That is not what the gospel represent. Enye no ena onyame asem ekire onyame asem say efiti yankwara brem no yenjina nipa no so nkire no de onyame pe. And the Pentecost is prison. And the people, because Sanko for me rob Pentecost for a year, Johannesburg, bia anka Pentecost for no yen chire and amkoto no car station bi and amunidi nyame ho asem nyame ho nkomo bia anka saa nipa no onya kukudrompo entam tuo se okogye ne nyonko ho de husika because the two of them ba hoyi sanko bi ye gidigidi a anka moja ebesu. Nanso Pentecost for neglecting omko responsibility. And I'm not blaming the Church of Pentecost. I am trying to let the Church of Pentecost understand, say, the church has lost focus. The church has lost focus. The church, the Pentecost, the fire is what it is preaching the word. And when that word is able to touch hearts, that word prevents crime. The core responsibility of the church has been forsaken. Now the church is rather doing politics. Church, a dying and a Pentecost, SC prison. You don't have to build a prison. You can call it anything you want to call. Correctional system. D&D, you are basically investing the Church of Pentecost Sikano into prison. Abranka sa Sikano ka obetum dia kwa bontene e dia kwa jekra. Let's get some things right. The Church of Pentecost today, they have lost the focus. It has become too business oriented. It has become too political. They have forgotten why the church was put together. Now, time no day. And sorry, some boss. Okay. Thank you, Nkoto. I really I got your message. Now, yes, sorry, and you see Volta River Authority they have begun Volta River Authority begins fumigation exercise in Mepe as flood waters recede. Now the Atinian say, Volta River Authority, omu bien so no be fa una fo no. Ebe tu omo and they displace your money baby tino. The eco say Volta River Authority say, oh, se see the nso no eko from area inti omatam motobri. And na mantem and almost spray or said be ya entontum emba entontum winipa Eya insect ni ade a sebio ebia nsuo no ekota awonafo no e de ntontom beba inti omata motobri enom de nam awonamemu enom spray smoke say sa eye smoke we de entontom no ebe pamon tontom omo bia nsuo as we speak nsuo no be da still no enko from sa afena nsuo ni kofom die na wose Water River Authority omo eye die na wose Water River Authority any eye de akosombo any de nadmo omo ye. The first thing they are supposed to do is to make sure say nsuo na eta ho no nsuo ni nyina awe. Ibrahim Mahama kofa the machines every the mining site and all the machines no he brought the machines to the Volta region and he's draining the water. They are trying to direct the water into the ocean or somewhere so that we will see how we can get to the bottom of the matter. Because in Sony down Jina Hono, it does not matter say in Sony we are not saying we as far as in Sony down Jina Hono, there is nothing you can do. You spraying and now a mosquito repellent to say the spray mantem no. In Sona is a down tahono. Until say obefa ekwan bi so ama insuo na hwe no enye spray a obe spray and be change bibia because the water itself is carrying bacteria. The water carry germs and more or see maybe people sometimes they don't understand the seriousness of this. Now insuo na tie a water region and now mepene other places and insuo tie no I say say abo bia owu bia no eta insuo na se preko a insuo ne form ni nya impreko no a omo rot no Sam preko ni nyina egunsuo na se enkoko a omo pro no omo nyina gunsuo na se emponche nsuo ne form ni nyina omo gunsuo na se ye KVIP toilet a nsuo no ko fele ye na a mix it with sansuo no ni nyina gina nsuo nim ye ka dams mog and as a mortuary sa insuo no ko ho a insuo no ko bo nipa sebio omowu no ehu nsuo no bae no sa nsuo no nyada ho ta asase nim. The best thing or the first thing you do as a government is to make sure say insuo no watching until say obetwi sansuo no until say aban ede ne nyansa ebebe fie ka say we need to drain this water now. Because the more the water stays, it does not matter the disinfections you done or the fumigations you done, the people are still going to incur. Because what is going to happen, and they say, as every single day now, they start to rot. The smell keeps on coming out. Now, the only thing you can do to save the people, you need to drain the water. That should be the first priority. Apart from this, Adibia baby is secondary. It is not going to change anything. So why is the Volta River Authority not taking the right direction by draining the water? Why is the government not investing in machines to go to the Volta region to find immediate ways to release the water out of the system so that we can see the bare land and see the devastation beneath the water? Because Yakasa and they, as we are speaking, it is the people stuff are still getting rotten. And more how stupid can we be? And then Jimmy said, why is this government so stupid? They be an mona mama mo kwam ye dimatem. Sa fumigation spray a spray most start COVID-19 by and ankwasi for MPP for mokotam a fumigation the na munam dom and a spray table so yatiana mo de bill bray over $100 million. And then mako malata spray table so mako ayakoto a confonot kejetia ako spray table so at the end of the day yenye be hu say enye table so na COVID-19 what. These are people who are always not thinking. Jimmy, the amount of money you are investing in this fumigation exercise by paying people and bringing some unnecessary chemicals, you should have used that same money, that investment, to drain the water. Because as far as the water is still like that, as far as the water is still there, it does not matter how quick it is draining or it is drying up. The issue here is you need to get rid of the water. What are you doing to do that? An entrepreneur, a mining engineer says, we can drain the water. He has brought his equipment. What is because excavators 2000 excavators na pit no chema want to be about 700 so excavators no this is the time we need that excavator to work for us. excavator 2009 kofo we ya omacha mo omode galamsey the whole nation no. This is the time the excavators ye hia se ebeye dwuma aboa Ghana. Intutumu so obi to say Lord Komi Utimu Gabi Ochedako, Utimu Chema Untumi, Kujo Pon Kromano, they don't care because they are making money out of us. Sa excavators na way. This is the reason why I cry and this a Ghana Nibia to Abaman Kwasiafui. Excavators na way. Na Utumi hu military, police, normal ko baby, somo koye den gala stop. Ko to excavator no chejatu mo Jimmy. If the government had 6,000 excavators sitting there now, wouldn't the Juma give it to my all the government needs to do is to fuel it and say, go there and drain the system. Politics, that's why we are here today. A crowben because a flat is here, you fumigate. A crowben a flat is so we are here. Ya call say you could spray her a brand nipan engineers or bedraining zone. What Jimmy? And this is for somebody to make money. This is for somebody to make money and go give to his wife. These people can't think. They are very foolish. Now, there's a story here I want to speak on. And before I speak on it, this is Africa. Thank you, Shotman. Now, and there's sorry, this is a story we are hearing or seeing, where Arise News is in Nigeria, and it's one of their credible news outlets. I actually started following them a lot after their elections, during their elections, and it's one of those credible news outlets in Nigeria. Now, on publication biaba and saying Germany gives 81 million euros to ECOWAS for electricity. Others. This brings to 500 million euros Germany total support over a decade. Say ECOWAS ya economic the of African status no. ECOWAS for Germany for Nansea omama 81 million euros adan de bo ECOWAS amama bien kania wo West Africa. Na yese ohwe mfie du ya sika poly a Germany for the ama ye ECOWAS no 500 million euros de ama ECOWAS say mon fam bo mo ho bra ye ECOWAS no Efa ye Jimmy toys ye dim nyansa ye Jimmy. Now in fact if I have the story here, let me read the story then ye Jimmy ye nipa ye nipa ECOWAS na any mom na say solve any problems my as West Africans no. ECOWAS na ekua ehwe ye West Africa ha, Nigeria, Togo, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Benin, Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire ye West Africa no. ECOWAS ne ekua ye yati se ebehwe ye adwendwene create opportunities amaye by making sure say what we are making as West Africans from our countries no, it basically helps to help us, comes to help us no. ECOWAS ni momu no trying say Germany for momu kakra no mo fanto to omnyoma. Now what kind of story that I don't know Jimmy I don't know. The Economic Community of West African States has received Germany's support in the sum of 81 million euros grant to address vital areas of development in the sub-region. Almost say, West Africa, ECOWAS no, koji sika 81 million euros, bibroni fre bibi grant, sika sebio insiho eniho, sika yedi amaye se, de boye ema ECOWAS diatoto, ye hiya semase. Ye hear some living electricity. Den ekuya eba apomuden. ECOWAS no ko akwa Germany so mama kakra mo fanye ECOWAS no. Enfa. Now ko we say the president of ECOWAS, Dr. Omar Aliou Toure, made the announcement on Sunday when he received the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, who is in Abuja on a 2-day visit to Nigeria. Tory revealed that the grants will cover peace and security, social protection in the sub-region, amongst other things. Almost a sikana a year Germany for penina or free Germany eba Nigeria no eba bet you eba instruction emdam no honor omdi sikano ebre ECOWAS na nipa oda ECOWAS no or chire mu no say sa sika eye Germany for dia bre eye 81 million euros ne de eye sika bi ebeboa pa eye sa sika no ebeboa ewo sebio ye ne West Africa for ye ntotoye ye dada tibia eye nyoma ye koba eye light insuo ne ade a ebetumi aboa mu ECOWAS e so obi ne bobo ECOWAS obeche ECOWAS sika na ECOWAS tumi eka kire say mo ECOWAS mo nko for problem inti munji sika we emfa nko solve ye jimi ECOWAS for netia ema sankofo we ababeka je say ye hu some more problem we jimi munim nyanse di create sika e de bom ankasa mo ho ban inti German broni every Germany ababeka kire say munji sika we na mo mfa ntoto nyoma ye. This is slavery. This is straightforward slavery. There's nothing about this any slavery. We are still licking the butt of our slave masters. Until we take for Africa beyond aid. Ghana misumwe Jimmy. Make no politician in Africa and in Ghana tell you say we can survive without the help of white man. Or bois. It is a fact. Our development has been intertwined with the Europeans and the West and the Americans. We cannot get away from it. Now, the way our leaders are foolish, the way our leaders are stupid, the way our leaders cannot think, there is no way we as Africans can do things without the help of the white man. We can't. Let's not deceive ourselves. What happened before, no? Young fan say anything every day I have a problem with people who always go back and say, yes, the white man did not treat we the African well, and that we have to always fight back. Don't fight back. Ignore the past. When was the last time you guys say you better discuss it in summer you see in the 1920s, 1930s? Let the past be an experience. Let it be a lesson. Then you move on from the past and you move and you create avenues, and then you create stamp blocks stop it from entering. Because now when we pass, so all that you do is you build your defense well and then you forge forward. That is what even the army does. So as you are fighting and some people are being shot, you don't stop fighting. You go and finish the fight and come pick the fallen soldiers. In this bit now say Africans, we have the day Kwame Nkrumah catcher say yeni anka sebe to take care of our situation now. That was our last shot. Go to Ghana. How many of the companies in Ghana are Ghanaian owned? How many companies that run this economy, Ghana economy? 80% of the companies belong to foreigners. How can you run your company with about 80% foreigners running your country? You cannot. So we have to accept and find ways to deal with it to favor us. Why are you saying, say, Africans? We cannot say Africans as Africans. We have to use the strategy of the white man to defeat the white man. That's all. We cannot defeat Brunino because they know us. They've lived with us. They know our weakness. They know what our leaders want. They know our leaders are selfish. So we as young ones, we have to now study. No, these people, you cannot tell me for a fact to say Bruni has been so bad to the African. Africa is here because of the inclusion of Bruni or the West. It's a fact. 90% of your leaders went to have the education in Europe, in America. And that is the reason why I'm to because where the he can never be president. He could have never been president until some people started saying but people forgot to say there were people here who did not go to school. So it is something we have lived with, and our brains, it has been positioned to believe, say, a long grain rice, a chai aveime rice. Now, how do we work around this to make Ghanaians believe in aveime rice? How do we make the young one coming out, bronya biano or long grain from 7 years? Ye di Chinese rice, perfume rice, how do you convince me to change that taste? It starts from here. You cannot change the taste in your mouth just like that. You need to change the taste in your brain. If you fail to change the taste in your brain, you can never change the taste in your mouth. We need to get to that point. We need to come and accept some people took advantage of us. How do we seal it? How do we capitalize on that mistake we made to make ourselves better? But we keep going back and fooling ourselves. Africa beyond aid, and I could be saying, How many of your imports any free abrochiriba? We are importing more than exporting. But some people told us Africa beyond 8, Ghana beyond 8. We are still here because the brain is not tasting what we are tasting. No, the brain is tasting different thing. And so we salad. And that is what we need to understand. Say, Africa, we cannot. I'm telling you. But we can capitalize on these people, what they have done to us, how they think, to make ourselves better than them. But every day we think we can fight them. Oh, we are Africans. And the OTSA, African music has gone to the world. And yet, me say, Burna Boy is Burna Boy because white people like his song. Burna Boy is not Burna Boy because you African like Burna Boy. Burna Boy, you saying what? Burna Boy, you saying one can say we promote. But Burna Boy is Burna Boy because the people they like Burna Boy, and that is what we need to understand. Majority of our artists go to Europe, America. They play to Ghanaians. They cannot attract say abrofuna and pa obi and pe BET. TV na mo hwe na enwom wo so no African a black African the channel no a bronidia. So ask yourself how. Majority of the things you like as an African, it belongs to a white man. Ask yourself, how did he know your taste? Fubu, Rockaway, by those times, you know, they were all owned by white people. How did they get the taste to know the taste of black people? Ask yourself. You need to ask yourself. If you don't ask yourself these things, you will not understand. And sometimes some people are rigid and they want it to look like, say, Pan-Africanism. We all love commence Pan-Africanism. We, we believe in Africa, but first you need to understand. You need to step on somebody's shoulder because you've made a mistake. You should not allow the person to penetrate again. And that is what we are failing to do. I am a Pan-Africanist. I love Africa and I believe everything in Africa, but I know Africa's limits. I know what Africa can do because the leaders who are leading us have refused to accept that they are slaves to these people. And you have a whole president who plagiarized an American president's speech. Jesus Christ. If a Akufo-Addo had plagiarized the speech of Kwame Nkrumah, I wouldn't have been pissed off. I would have been like, he still plagiarized an African's mentality. But Akufo-Addo did not plagiarize any African leader. Akufo-Addo realized that if he plagiarized an American leader, a white leader, people will accept his message more than his own people. So here, the taste here is different from the taste here. And the taste here should match the taste here. And that is what we need to understand. You understand? Because when you hear your president make such a speech, you should be pissed off.
I ask you to be citizens.
I ask you to be citizens.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not subjects.
Citizens, not subjects.
Responsible citizens building communities of service and a nation of character.
Responsible citizens building your communities and our nation.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Americans have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
Ghanaians have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
Citizens.
I ask you to be citizens.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not subjects.
Citizens, not subjects.
Responsible citizens building communities of service and a nation of character.
Responsible citizens building your communities and our nation.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Americans have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
Ghanaians have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
This is it. The taste in your brain. If you don't change the taste in your brain, you lie bad. You can change the taste in your mouth, but when the brain's taste has not been changed, see this. Are you not embarrassed? Unfairly. Is it not embarrassing? Are you not ashamed as a Ghanaian? That is what we are talking about. 90% of you people insulting me on multiple platforms. So I was just looking at a comment right now. Oh, this is not journalism. The owner of BET is a black guy. It's Jimmy. Do you know where BET started? Do you think BET will be able to pay its shareholders? Go and look for Viacom CBS. Jimmy. Jimmy. Now I want you people to understand. Mo amohwe me bebrebe nipa 100,000 amohwe me. The issue here is we need people who will think African. We need people who will basically use our weakness now will be taking advantage of to benefit us. Yati kroma Emma, a president came and I'll say, we are borrowing. It is affecting us. Why don't we go into some kind of agreement with Abrofu to come and build our nation? So what did John Mahama do? John Mahama built Kotoka and said, I will not take a loan to build Kotoka. You, the same people, come and build Kotoka. Take some money for some time and leave Kotoka for us. At the end of the day, yes. John Mahama went and built the new Temahabo. When ye yesika, or can say, we need to benefit from it. Mwanga mo from sikamra, mo abrofono, mo mesi. Mo wia, mo de 5 years or 10 years, mo ntemoka, ewia Ghana for dia, ewia si nyanse Ghana for can benefit from Temahabo hundreds of years. Kwame Nkrumah did same. That is how you capitalize on these people. Because let me be honest with you people. The way abrofo dweneno, yani ndwene sao. Yeah, and I'm Ghana for ya kasem si obeji so Kevin Ware Broni tino ka me say. Uhu Broni akwara 15 years. Now who so ko school no oba. Adwene eda ne tirim no bi uye ye be before nipa 20 endru ho. Even in kwara omo daycare, in kwara omo kindergarten in America. So odi omo tena ho he. I don't want to say this. Masa, what we have seen any day in and the level of abrofono level of intelligence. Bro need to me sacrifice no. Say I will make sure I achieve this. If through the achievement I die, na ye di medin kekebeka ko territory we hu I can say asimesi the enunkwa and he will dedicate his life to make sure say adie we die it will be done. Adwene da bro futim no. The only way you can take advantage of Bruni is to think like Bruni, is to make Bruni understand, say, you want to work with him, but don't be foolish. Abrofo adwene dom mutim no ewia say ya odi nyankopɔ dima obia. And it's a fact. Adwene da Bruni tim na bi nda bibini tim. Me se dey adwene a eda akwesi Bruni tim no. And I know I'm a first class person. I'm experiencing. So don't sit in Africa and make it look like say sometimes when I see young people, Africa to the world, I laugh. Yeah. Obi ko bonyu mienu bi say Africa to the world. Obi ko bonyu mienu say Africa to the world. Ya ko hwebo student ba ko mienu bi nya admission to some Ivy League schools Africa to them say hey you still don't get it. The number of people in this world that be before number. The number of people in this world brofo. The number of land that brofo cover. The number of land that be before cover. Why should we be saying at this point Africa to the world? And who is the world? And it's like Japan sitting on TV to say MPP for say they want to bribe me 800 million. MPP for no wine. And it's taking me to this story. To say Canada Japan. Japan. Oh, sorry. And the second day, Japan Abidjan TV. So NPP race. I was offered 800 million to step down. The question is, who offered you? And if you say the NPP offered you, who is the NPP? And you Canada Japan, who are you? And Baumia, who is he? So I sit and I ask myself, this alone, it should tell you, say, MPP, no, Jimmy, but Baumia is a thief, Kennedy is a thief. Yes. Because if Kennedy, you are aspiring to lead the MPP, now Baba catch them and say, MPP offered me 800 million. And you see, I listened to an interview. Kennedy always know the people, majority, 90% of people who interview Kennedy, they are not smart. That is why he always looks for dumb people. And they're on an blog as a Jimmy. They can't even read and understand. Majority of radio station Kennedy Bekono, you could see, say, interview Jimmy Chan Kennedy. Form. On the Kennedy met Roland Walker, he was struggling because he was uncomfortable because anything can come at any time. And he knows the person sitting in front of him will not just ask anything without knowing their facts. But so of course I'm crazy for radio stations Jimmy for bloggers now. Oh, no, so much Jimmy. Osha me Kennedy cannot sit in front of me 5 minutes for interview. So Kennedy to come out and say MPP offered me 800,000. It is a no for the MPP. It does not matter who represents MPP. Kennedy catch say or your Kromfo, Baumia Kromfo, Ekufuor the Kromfo. The MPP as a political party today in Ghana, if the MPP is offering MPP $800 million, then the MPP does not deserve to lead. For the MPP to tell us the MPP is offering its own MPP $800 million. Now you're Ghana Nina say, oh shit situation ya come, we are pensioner, we are nurse ni, we are teacher ni, now to Ghana ha, that's all to my MPP, where Jimmy, because Oma Catcher will say, it is about money, it is not about you, your development. Into this statement alone shows say it's a party made out of thieves, a GB4, a Chrome 4. So if Canada Japan wins power, is it going to work with Baumia and his people? If Baumia wins power, is it going to work with Kennedy and his people? So they don't fit. They don't fit the description. They need to be taken out. What the statement say? It is not say Kennedy Nakasayo. It shows what the NPP is. Today in 2024-23, people want to lead a political party. Aka 1 week or so 5 days. They are talking about money you want to give me, money I gave you, money you gave this person. Yet to chrome hama come the nipa. Yet to chrome hama yentwin to light bill. Yet to chrome hama dun sachi. Sika omobo bosono yeni to abama muni nibi. Neda hoti Ghana sen kwasiafowe. I don't care. Whoever, the NPP as a political party, from the statement they are even making, no reasonable Ghanaian should go and vote for the NPP. Because I don't believe Baumia if he says it wasn't true. And I don't believe Kennedy when he comes out and say, oh, it is some people. Because not all your interview be, and I Jimmy in the Butan and say, na wanamo or say MPP, a boa into MPP now, but so be him, and I Ghana for my MPP. Or say na wanamo na MPP, or say any the can after fourth. Into all park catch them say, party now only on monant, no we before. Who should we before? We are Jimmy for. So why can anybody sit anywhere else and say Kennedy they obet me the Ghana in him, obet me the MPP in him, obet me the Ghana in him because MPP no Baumia Kennedy omo ya Kromfo. Today they are making us know what they are using our money for, and this is what we are living with right now as Ghanaians. You see, so for that statement alone, we are Ghana in our Bible. Say Kennedy Japan say Kennedy Japan is telling you what the MPP is, and he's part of it. My team, they are telling me, Ekufuor's speech, he is standing on the shoulder of the white man to convince you. So if you want to be here, you cannot neglect the white man and be yourself. Nana Dankwa Ekufuor had to stand on the shoulder of a white man, George Bush, Oba American Asare, one of the dumbest president of America. Everybody knows. But Ekufuor was standing on the shoulder of one of the most ignorant presidents America has ever had. And he was selling himself as the JF Kennedy to Ghanaians. He was selling himself as the Nkrumah. And for this statement alone, we are Ghana now. Into MPP no more $800 million. More $800 million. Baumia more da Kennedy more da and I will catch you and say the statement is telling you, say, MPP is in for power. It does not matter who leads them. This is communication 101. I mean, say, Dencham ana aponchireni frinsuase be catch us dencham ewu. Why no say you have to argue that aponchireni? Kennedy MPP ni or your MPP ni penny or your MPP party no or person obedi president or see any party no you to meet 800 million the my home. Why should I give power to Kennedy? Why should I give power to Baumia? Why should I give power to the MPP as a political party? Why? In some way, sanka NDC ni the platform biaso kan anka de na mo beka. O ya Ghana ni MPP ni ade na nka say hey MPP for their crown for but koto de ne bodwe kwasia nyanya nkyere de ono na ono ne manko ne. This is how hypocritical we are as a people. Yan fan say statement we free Kobnado for ano ne bae. Na Kobnado for air contest Mahama. And na Kobnado for say Mahama offered me $800 million. And can him for back say hey MPP the NDC they don't represent anything no. Akron for nkwa. And so mo kwasiam pay for kwasiam pa for we ejina di pay ni mo ka say mama to me and na mo ka say we mam 800 we $800 million. That's still down to Ghana say MPP I'm a chartered accountant convince me what bodam. Yes me so nipa so hana. Convince me, and then these fools are telling you now, baby, I also a chartered accountant. Can any politician make this statement? Now the political party will still qualify to lead? No, because until let's get some things right. We are not being biased here. We are not hating anybody. We are letting you people know in Kwasia form person with MPP are making the Japan 800 million. When money MPP for no? MPP no money wine. $800 million or so anje. One of them was say MPP. Canada Japan MPP ni. Baumia MPP ni. MPP ni so MPP. Inti ada ni entam Ghana sika mamu na Mozambique president. Obisa Kevin is such a fool. Tumino egigim. Now look at this. Me besa me kire mo say MPP no mo ndwini mu hu. MPP na mo hu ni say a political party no. They don't think about you. Now, I'm going to the MPP for statement or release about Bontine. Where MPP, we're going to for 2 for 1. We are satisfied with Adwoa Safo as Dome Kwabenya MP. What happened belongs to the past. NPP. So I'm for MPP for Churokrata Tintin. Now, when a Churokrata in Sasha say a general secretary. So all can't the mechanic from old church the tria almost say MPP. I am from MPP there. From Penny 4, Michael Quay, General Secretary, Party Chairman. Omo Makanyina almost say Adwoa Safo. Omo de mu say MPP MPs no ono na sebio owo ho kwan say owo se de o di MPP nim e Kwabenya. Na de eye omo de kra ne say de Adwoa Safo ye ni mrebi no enya semia ye ntontwe na Adwoa Safo abo adwuma. Almost say we are satisfied. Almost say omonia so the Adwoa Safo ye no. E de omonia so say Adwoa Safo eja Dome Kwabenya for 2 years ekotena brochi. MPP no. In penny forum da no so omoni so ada e mwajimi ana de nambe. E no na ende yete ho Ghana. Let's flip the coin. Anka ye General Mosquito ne cancer assemwe say chairman or and I say Fifi Kwete and MPP NDC MPB antena parliament for 2 years. Minister na Fifi Kwete be jinani pe say oh you know something we are pleased with the MP staying abroad anka de na nkamka say awona fo ye nkwasiafo enta for part we do Jimmy NDC the omon kenkan sana nka nkwasiafo no beka anameboa and they am flipping back MPP ne say omoni aso the Adwoa Safo ye mfie mienu a oja na dwuma to ho ye tam private jet kofa no omoso omoni so Chief of Staff FR $180,000 to $20,000 ekoma Adwoa Safo omosi omoni so Adwoa Safo jana dwumagu okotena bruche kotoka $200,000 man ba na ete ade ebedimpo Kwabenya ebi ni omosi omoni so enti de na mobeye we ne mo MPP no de bia be flip kwan no de bia ye be dane no na afi ye hunu from NDC's perspective no abusa won anka de na meka ohini a wo hwe me anka de na nka wo beka sofo a wo hwe me e de na nka wo beka eya panyina wo te Ghana wo hwe me je ekufo anka de na nka wo beka mo me nka no kora ne yebewu ntam ye nyini ne yebewu it's one party na mudi echi no they don't respect you people omo hu mu se Ghana for mo Jimmy ma men ka asem we MPP as a political party omo asante for some mo Jimmy. I'm telling you today. Me say, Mami Sisu Bium. MPP na enam Ghana no omu asantefo so omagimi se abano dodo ne fra santimemu na sanka abadodo ne fra santimemu anka MPP betumi bi na akasa asem no. The reason why MPP ejidi se asantefo agimi no majority of the time me cast my card asantefo ni bi anayesa na meka ba endem se asantefo agimi unu adekro na nado dan kweku fado fa akonwa so betena santimemu ka kire mo say one of the biggest constituencies amuwo Kwabre East munya about 80,000 votes okacha mo fam kwase mfiri wo anya kwan na de number ye asante tuma nkasa ene na ma eye MPP sa tumi no in their statement no eye anopo ene ehwenepo e de se eye energy minister napo etimi gina santimem ka kira santefo se mo de ye de share te kura ma mo beto ma MPP because MPP no hu asantefo so mo gimi hwana mo ni asantefo asantefo ne asantefo yenyi obi amfirimu and that is how the NPP sees asantefo. And address of kodin kwasem say ba they don't care they write a statement sa some way a statement apart it na say adwene ho troye and you say bia obi na no be a friend na hu ni saying I can say me de o say omo tena ase Michael Kwe chief of staff party no and yi letter by say omo de omakoma tom yem de adwasafo ye na omo pene so o to wo hwe menim say o menka bibi man sesa wa adwene wo ye jimi fo tade we yen flip no mahama time kamobobo dua wo Ghana nyina edidi obi atam adentira o de asantefo eni ntira meka say MPP hu asantefo se mo agimi efisa nka de we ya meken NDC mre na si ya anka mo be dane mo aka say NDC mu asantefo the first statement kam ka say o mu asantefo ahemfo na ndem ka kire say ade o mu yi NPP fo na mo asantefo to abamam dodo no NPP mu asantefo o mu asantefo so mo agimi amaka bone. It's a fact because I'm making you understand ade na ekos no enimtia ni disrespect no na mi dwudwam yakasa asantefo a ehwan mo ebuoni ho president tweet na efa akonwa be si radio asantememu ekasa sei ekira asanteman otumfo ka asanteman ho anameboa mamponyere ka asanteman ho ahemfo akase a omunyina se ma otumfo ase eye otumfo ohene no omunyina wa asantememu otumfo betena asantememu eno sei kwabre kwan no wanye na wontuma na eka wan sebio eka woto a na aka wano wedwa na me so wedwa fa me ho onye serious KMA launches 2.5 million euros funded project for a clean Kumasi. Yes, say Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. A launch a jumadie bia sika e shasie no ana yedi ato no e 2.5 million euros. E funds ana say e sika ya gino abrofu bi dia maye. Say yemfamete asanteman ho. In the first place, I really need to get the whole story and read it to you. I want to say sebio omane etim no enkwasiafo de di enim. Mr. Put a story for me. I want to read and I want to show you where the source of the funding came from. Now, eno na obehu say yene ebibifo yene Ghana for ya so MPP so mo hu say ye Jimmy. May try me person me read the full story no. I don't know why I didn't get a full story, but get me the full story. I already read the story. And I know this money and ya Ghana for sika e sika bia ye kojin abroni na de bre you say yenji sika we 2.5 million euros. Na yan fan di ehuni. Ha. Baba. I think when you one sec. Yeah, I have the story. Now, Mami, and read the story. No, I have. Mr. I have it. Let me read the story here. I think I cannot move it. The Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly on Thursday, 26th October 2023, launched an European Union-funded project called Holistic Reinforcement for Sustainable Development. I must say, a Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, Oma launch program bi, na sa program no, a European Union for sika, and na omo di abre say yemfandi dwumebi. Now, Horesd, and I say HORESD, and then your friend no, in short near HORESD no, okay, a holistic reinforcement for sustainable development. Now, okay, story there can I say Under this project, officials of KMA will soon kickstart a sanitation program dubbed Keep Kumasi Clean, Let's Recycle. I'm saying that program we know. Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly for start a campaign be $2.5 million euros no European Union for the May. Abrofo na sa disika we ma ye say ye mfa ndi ye huni na sa sika no de de atoso no say Keep Kumasi Clean, Let's Recycle. Broni na hu say mu ye fin European Union no omatena se hu say sa sika we ye mfa nkoma otumfo na nanom no omumfa ndi huni no mu ye fin. That is what this represents. Ingress Europe abrofo atena atam sika twitwiri die 2.5 million euros say yemfa nko tumfo ne yemfa nkoma ne nananom ne yenka nkyere mo se saa sika ye de mamui yase mo mfa ndi mo huni na mo ye fin brofo na meka no nkyerechire mu no how at this point de bia ye ka genti ne yeto aba yetumi ma broni etam sika e de bre se yemfa ndi ye huni na omdi sika no ba e no ene ye ne de edin atoso Keep Kumasi Clean, meaning Kumasi is dirty. I said, just a Kumasi thing. Sabio Kumasi him for was antimemu. Kumasi a capital. Oh, I can't see say with your 2 for them in your 2 for them. May can no crana radio phone and country on me. You match so any ya or 2 for or domme. And would said, me and a pa if so what's not brutality. What's not bruni crum Canada. What dine our America or what dine or UK. I didn't know 2 for a now brutal Tigana or General Unum say Embraye Juma. Broni bia no asebi obeja na egu robem ato akoto ni fie enti otumfo believe in a system that is right enti de me no ha no otumfo nyanka de bia mtv so efri se ebeboa ma ne manate ase se ye nto nkwase aba ye to aba epe impuntio enti ende Europe for say asantima ye fin ebika otumfo na all kind story na kwani mama menjudwam. The move is aimed at keeping the city clean by making solid waste a resource for job creation in a metropolis. Almost say, sir, and that's why, and I say, I junipa a tag media which you say, almost abroad for the someone who say, Oba Kumasi, a be solid waste. Oh, a fear, ultimately on Saka. A fear, Sabio Obie Janine, Sabio Obie Didi contain what watching, Sabio Obi, I just say, a theme of thing, and then your friend, a fiamwa. Abrofuna will say any asantifo ye fiamwa ye fin enti almost say fin ye no enye sebio efin bia mfuturo de bawo ye fin a ye ne ankasa ye fin ye gya nan ne atim ye didi ne atim bola ne atogu abontene ye di nkwasesem ye party ne atu aduane ne gugatam e friend solid waste omo hu say ye tifin mu ye fin omo hu say Europe for them say ye tifin mu ye pefin ena ye fin into omo ma yesika say ye mfa ntiti fin tontwene asante na me no wo ka no wagya na de ntina oto aba de ntina wo mshow yi so o penchirechire mu mama jija de aka ne mu nkyire o now ana mati aseso amefo mo mati ase de aka ne ehia de ehia na majidwa mu no de aka ne mfa so bi ani so enchichirechire mu na ma chirechire mu no we Emma Osema Santian Guasie. This is what Otumfo is supposed to do today. Ochina also Otumfo call a press conference and say, hey, I am the overlord of Asantimai. Nana Pia or Henekasie. Obin to Mintina Europe and can't me some incorporate thing into a Tamsikasa Mofantimi Krum, into a Mubumi saying. Now they say Janina Kofo Jagua Bontina Mekawana, a Asana Mibusa Manoso Esisuminaso. Not just say Johnson abontene by heart no me otum for mekahoana. Not just say enkwase afia ekoso okroma obi edidi no adato kansemu no ato atwirigatemu no mekahoana. Sebio yedewo ene yedeme and I say omo de me ene wo totally different. So because me ma me dan ene ye ma me dan a two different things. Amanfo na nka say sika ne yemfa nkoma santifo bi mfantia sante party bi o. Abrofo ni sika ne ba no o man ka say sika we momfa nko mampon na mamponfo enfa sika we entifi na ewo mo ho no o man fa sika na mba say European Union say eye KMA monji sika we fa nko bantama na ebia eye bantama hene ne bantama fo o mo ye fin o man ka say enfa sika ne nko kwabere na ebia kwabere fo de o mo toto ball agu na kwabere fo ye fin abrofo de say monji sika no fa nkotia santiman mu na santiman ye fin asema santiman ti ene hwan see, take the money to the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. Asante Frumani Kumasi. Into Siji, Munjim Fantia Santimayanim, a hona ye akwesidekasiye. Weja. Nanka brofunu menjeje mu zain. Eyanjujemu, mama obumfu. Yenyina entra yanka adwunubom na yanka nokre nkyere nokre na nokre enji enye den empa de pamrefi. Eno enho adwuma na meye. Weja. Egigim after this short break. Yeah, the better the editorial will start.
Akuyecha metetafo na me baton fish ewo asafo market ya me be wan wo hwe me da bia no pa me so dia wo yem tiama me awia ne ama me eto afufu awime so ne asebo me efiri se dum so ba me ba no fish adaka duasa ne akoto agu kwa eti na me ba no wonya sika ma me na me de didi efira no pa me ba me ni di yo eno ani bodo se hwan ana bedu ha no mato bi die me ba nya sika ma me wo boss ante se de adwuma no nya dum so abrewa de me na ye nyina firi dum so me ti asi me de me sumu ho de mu ya ansa me da fom birim mama adai adia ni aye maya wa abrewa ti ma me wonte se me a mama mi huna ma ni sei me te me we demonstration me kon ma kwa kama sam so a kire mama no hu me mabo na dum so wonya na me be ti me tan fish wonya sika matari ane adi ana ma ba bibia ne be te se NDC fo na sisei MPP fo sisei na nti wo mama MPP fo no nyesa ne kura nyina ya MPP de wa mo beka ana nkrofo yo de ya ne kura nyina MPP me bati yesi baby di etombo engomo di anuma ko bu agu ni pa kura mu bugu ya wa de wa aboa what wona ne dai obi abu agu wa nya demonstration bibi a musi MPP fo na ye de sa ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene ya fe mu nsore so ndi mama so ntimi a wo nya bone eno ase me na me ka ye so me boa no onya amade obetimi betena ho no wo hwe na mere wa ye mobo
You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Editorial. We're streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. Around the world, we are on every device. We are on TV. Search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We are on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on radio, on Android, and also on any iOS device. On radio, search for Loud Silence TV. On Android, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence TV app. On iOS or Apple, go to Apple's App Store and download Loud Silence TV. Our affiliates across the world are also streaming this show live. They are cross-posting the show live. NDC TV are live. Benjamin Wayo Mahama's platform, he is live tonight. Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform on Facebook, he's streaming this show live. Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page, we are live, and Ghana News Thread. Affiliates across the world who are picking this show without our notice, we would like to say thank you very much for making sure the truth gets to the people. It's time for Pound, and it's basically the editorial of the day. What we are going to talk about is got to do with security in the northern region. Eye apom, eye ahobambo, that's one thing I'm going to do today. I've listened to lots and lots of people about the incidents incident that happened over the weekend in the northern region. Views be brief. Some have their political view. Some have their social view. Some people have their religious views. Some people even have their personal views that's intertwined with so many things. Now, what we want to do here tonight is basically speak in favor of the Ghanaian who is a northerner. And that is our focus. For some time now, in Sembebrisi was stream. And there's one thing I must study for a very long time. Nyoma ekos was stream every single time you taste asem free streamer na eye nipa bi ne aboni tu. Na eye nipa kuo bi na yese omakodi bone. Eye police anase eye soldiers against civilians. Majority of the news from the northern region, this is how it's written. Now, for a very long time, most media houses, they have stayed away from northern region. And yet, normally when it comes to factions, religious fights, tribal fights, and conflicts, and a misunderstanding between tribes, majority of the time, the mainstream media, they have always gone into a northern region to defend the government, the security forces, police, military, the BNI, the NIB, or the national security setup. Every single time I be northern region assembly, you will see, say, at the end of the conversation, the Ebekande say, the government of the day, Omasuma security, Emomoko northern region. But so we study news in the northern region when it comes to conflict resolution. And the security agencies intervening and making sure peace is basically amongst brothers in the northern region. At the end of the day, the other one to say, the people I say almost misunderstanding. The northerners now is a tribe against tribe. DN against DN, a crow way, tribe way, anyway, every single time. So, your calculation, especially time ekufuado ebedi power. Majority of the time, nipa dudua omewuno. Eye police phone kunipa and a soldier phone kunipa. Omo aye catch say omo kuntokwa. Omo aye kase omo de omo ntia samase. Omo ade bi aye kase omo osrem na omo ntia omo ase no. Every single time you be suma soldiers, national security, police, they kill the civilians more than civilians killing each other. And it's something that for a very long time, we have not taken our time to analyze. So we'll check data, which I don't have here. And from what we have looked at, studied, and basically we are in the news, cycle, what we have read and covered, you will see, say, so we check data ni pa. The number of northerners are soldier for and police for a kuomono. Doors chain. The number of civilians who have died for from tribal conflict. One for when you and two from pa, you will not see this. But so when you now call back to check conflict in the northern region. Majority of northerners are omowuno. Majority of northerners omowuno a police and not military and not the national security whatever setup omunumukuomo. It is looking more like the government is rather killing the people onumum also no intervening and I say prevent those killings. And it has continued for a very long time. Now it is becoming like some group of people in the northern region, they believe say they can do this because they have some invincible hand bia a protecti omo. Inti usha every single time northerners, some of them are killed by the army, that is the government, the military, the police, that is the government, the national security, that is the government. It will say na sanka ye expect sanka police ne army dianka omo ko baby a. They go to stop and I say they go to make sure they resolve conflicts. How come say every single time, if there's death, and I better so be a war, northern region, Boko or any other place in the northern region, either police the coons and the panel and our military for the kuno, but hardly do you hear say northerners And I'm not going to pick some tribes and speak, say, tribe way. So where's the power? Northerners. The number of security personnel Northerners, it is less than the number of Northerners Ghana security personnel. And these are things we have not looked at. The military, the security, and whatever are killing more civilians in the name of conflict resolution. Into every day, so as I'm sure Northern Regional automatically civilians and they at fault. Into so many news now, how it is carried, how press conferences are done, everything beyond every day, the citizenry, the conflict, a free attack military. And let's all be honest here. Civilian ben our bodama to the point where obehu a military van, a police van, to the extent that we who some kromo for that civilian we jimia to the point to say Obeka said, let us kill this police. Muma yenku eye police no, muma yenku eye army no. What would that civilian get? A dear part of civilian like I say, police for ewaha yenko kuomo. The only thing that will make a civilian or civilians or people in a particular region or community at the end of the day decide to rebel. I'm not saying attack, rebel or defend themselves against the military or the security is when they have noticed that the security is basically not being neutral and that it is being partial. When some portion of the community or the people get to know, say, the security that is supposed to play the middleman, the security that is supposed to break peace, become the conflict resolution hub now, they are taking sides. That is what makes some of the people react when they see the police. Because everyone in Ghana knows the security agencies are supposed to come in and settle disputes. So in the first place, let's ask ourselves, Adena Debia in the north, they say the security were attacked and the security retaliated and they killed the civilians. Why is it always like that? It is because some of the civilians believe and they have witnessed how the military and the security setup in this country are taking sides when it comes to conflict resolution. That is the biggest problem in the northern region. And sometimes when the security agencies speak or they put out statements about issues that happen in the northern region, especially between the security and the civilians, when you read the statement, ordinarily you ask, why in a trust our statement way? You ask yourself, are these the people who are supposed to be the conflict resolution people who will have to go there and set the place at peace or make sure everybody in that conflict zone at least come to a resolution or understanding that we don't need to be fighting over a land, over kinship or chieftaincy issue or anything? Now, over the weekend, something happened in the northern region. And I didn't see on northern region. On this platform, I would like to say, the National Security Boss Kandapa, the Ghana military, and the Ghana Police Service, they are the ones fueling the continuous misunderstanding in the northern region. I will not say one particular place, but we all know today in Ghana, the place are any stable in northern region, and it is the national security, especially the military. The conflict that has been happening continuously in the northern region, it is because the security agencies led by the national security and the military, they are the ones fueling that conflict. The people in the northern region tonight or every single day are on the edge because the military and the police have become the enemy. Instead of they becoming the referees, the people who think they are not being treated fairly now see the military and the police as enemies. It is because the police and the military and the national security head, they have taken position when it comes to conflict resolution issues. They are not resolving any conflict. They are rather protecting some people, not to be what? Not to be defeated. And that is dangerous. The police is supposed to resolve conflict, resolve problems. The military and the security agencies are not doing that. They are basically buying room for some group of people to take advantage of some other group. That is why there's always an issue between the security agency and some people in the northern region. Over the weekend, I saw a northern region at time. We were all here when we saw pictures and videos of some young Ghanaians in the northern region who have been brutalized. Like basically, some people wanted to kill them, and wanted to kill them. The probability of some dying, it is high. The brutality young northerners went through over the weekend, the people who brutalized those youth, the intentions was that we are going to kill you today, but we are not going to basically murder you. We are going to inflict pain that in the next week or 2 or month, you will die. So what we witnessed, or what we are witnessing, is basically a deliberate move by some military men, some security agency officers to murder some young Ghanaians in the northern region. Now, over the weekend, yet to say national security officers be a northern region. And they went to the northern region. Some young men approached these men. This is, after that, I'll read the statement from the national security. Then you put it side by side. Because I know, after this show, people in the northern region, in those territories, they will call. And we will hear their part of the story. And God willing, by tomorrow, I'll get a few of them on camera for them to speak on TV for you to hear. Now, let's say national security officers echo northern region. And basically, let's say they were approached by the youth. And when they were approached by the youth, they were questioned because there was nothing showing on these guys that they are national security officers. Normally, they are dressed in plain clothes. Now, from the story we are hearing, the young men approached them and said, "What are you doing here at this time of the night, and where are you going?" Because we all know the tension in the system. Now, from what we heard, these men, or these young men, searched the car of these national security officers. And when they searched the car, Omuhu said they were carrying weapons. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, from what we are getting from the security, the young men attacked the national security officers. And after they attacked them, they took them to the police station. This is what we have been told. And I'll read the national security press statement. And when they took the people to the police station, the young men surrounded the police station. No. From what the national security is telling us, those men, when they were attacked initially, the officers, they had nowhere to go. They drove their car to the nearest police station. So when they drove their car to the nearest police station, the young men followed these men, who are the national security officers, to the police station, surrounded the police station, and fired guns into the police station. The next day, the national security boss and the minister who is in charge of defense and the military put together some military men to go to that vicinity or that community to retaliate, because the national security, the military, the police, the defense minister, they believe that every single young man in that locality, national security for them. That is what they have in their head. Because if something happens at Malata, now say yabu police officer be or Malata Joma, automatically every single youth around Malata is or was involved in that brutality. The police, Kandapa, national security minister, the defense minister, Nitiwo, they all came together and assigned military men to the place. And a young man, you have to be brutalized because it was said the incident happened here. Now, this is a statement coming from the national security boss, Kandapa. It is our duty to protect personnel of state security. Now, these gentlemen who were brutalized, when you look at some of the pictures, I want to show you this before I read to you the national security statement. These were some of the men who were brutalized the next day. Yes, say, Kandapa, Nitiwo, Ghana Police Service Force said they need to send the army. The national security said they had to send the army to that location because per the report they got, no, the youth in that place, every single youth was part of that action now. Omobo national security officers, no, into the sent military. This is the army that is going in there to resolve conflict. This is the national security that is supposed to be in there to resolve conflict. Now, the national security say, attack your moment, maybe. Into the only way they can solve the problem was to unleash the military into the community. Because in their head, Obia or your youth, Bia or community, Bia, every ho. Obia or youth or your community, Bia, sad time, incident, this year, no ho. In the head of Kandapa and the national security, every single youth at that place Bia was part of the crime. So they unleashed the military in that community, Garu, and they started brutalizing any young man they meet because you see, as somebody see while we are you to Habia, automatically you are part of the crime. This is the security. This is Kandapa. This is Nitiwo. This is Ghana and Nanado Dankwa MPP Mahamudu Bawumia Kennedy Japan. So these are young Ghanaians who vote. These are young Ghanaians who pay taxes for the Kandapa to be paid. These are young people who pay taxes for Ekufuado sickness to be cured. These are young men who pay taxes to this government. Now, you see what they did to the young men. The soldiers just went there and they started beating any young man they meet. Why? Because the National Security Board and Kandapa and Nitiwo, the Minister for Defense, say when you go there, when you meet any young man, beat them to pop. So they meet you and they start to beat you. It does not matter where you were. If even that time the incident happened, you were in another village or another town. As far as they see you in that locality, you are a suspect. And you have to be beaten. That is the word. You have to be beaten. You see, when you look at some of the pictures, so many of these young men were taken to the hospital. In fact, some are struggling to keep their lives. Some might die. And this is under a democracy. These are soldiers who are given instructions by Kandapa to go there and commit such atrocity. This is murder. Because majority of them will die later. The internal bleeding. These are Ghanaians. These are Northerners. The Vice President of the Republic is a Northerner. It's been 48 hours. He has not spoken about it. These are Northerners who call themselves, we are also from the same place the Vice President is from. These are Northerners who went in a queue to say we are voting for the NPP because the Vice President is a Northerner. It's been 48 hours. The Vice President has not spoken. These are young Northerners. These are young men. They are Northerners. As far as the incident happened in their locality or in their community, they are all suspects. And not just to arrest them, to beat them to the point where they would die later. This is what they did to young men. This is what Kandapa's national security sent the military to go do to Ghanaians. This is somebody's son. Do you know the trauma? Do you know what this man will go through? For all you know, this guy did not know anything about this. Onim, what happened? For all you know, he just even heard it on radio. He just walked into the soldiers. And this is what men who are wearing uniform, men we are feeding like pigs. Some of them calling themselves national security operatives. This is what they use the military to do. When I sit here and I say some adults in Ghana are not reasonable, are not intelligent, they are foolish. Obi will have be saying tone that into say me Kevin me muade. When your mother sees this, what is she going to say? But this man too is somebody's son, is somebody's father, is somebody's breadwinner. Another person comes and lays them down and beats them in the name of politics. You see,
¿Qué me hace? Your body like me.
So these are Ghanaians. Kanapa is sitting in his home right now. He's watching. He's laughing. It's not his son. Mahamudu Baumia, Samira Baumia, these are not their kids. They don't care. They don't even see them as tribesmen. Canada Japan, Nembanyina with American passport. If you touch any of his kids, he will report you to the U.S. Embassy in Ghana. He will arrest you. Canada Japan, you can't touch his kids. He does not care about these things. So he only speak on this because Ohun say Ebimo Musi Jimmy. They will vote for him and say NPP for 1 year, but he's part of the NPP. This is a party you people in the north, you did what? You went to vote for. The vice president is a northerner. Forget about being a Muslim. I don't even want to delve into this is a Muslim and this is a Christian. The vice president of the republic is a northerner. The person who is contesting the vice president, Kennedy Japan, was in the north. Kennedy Japan has refused to speak on this because it goes in his favor. He only speak on this because Open Northerners knew his sympathy. He only speak on this and tell Northerners that Barumia is a Northerner. What is he doing? He will only buy your mind because Ohunso with Jimmy as a Northerner. Now, after this incident, the National Security released a statement. Let's read the statement of the National Security. Press release on operations in Garu. On Tuesday, October 24th, 2023, an irate youth group armed with AK-47 rifles maybe church mu twi na wate the Kandapa statement or Troy edited Ghana for. After this brutalities, this is what Kandapa is saying. This is what the national security is saying. This is what NPP Bawumia Kennedy Japan Ekufuado MPP is saying. On Tuesday, October 24, 2023, in an irate youth group armed with AK-47 rifles, machetes, and other weapons besieged a team of 5 counter-terrorism intelligence officers deployed by the Ministry of National Security to Garu in the Upper East region on a critical special operation. I must say, on the 24th of October 2023, Tuesday, eye embrante bi omukutakuta ntuo ekutan sekan embrante ehu national security officers bi a yamo mu dwumadie bi so omunkodi no Upper East no sa embrante na no mukutakuta ntuo ni AK-47 no omoto se national security for we so kanda pa bro for kan no so bit bro for cheme na de make kan meboa on court radio so TV so no nkaka sa Kevin Taylor nchechire mu no boa ose embrante no mukutakuta ntuo AK-47 ntuo ene de ensekan nem krante omoto se national security for no so abra yasuma national security for so omunkodi dwuma bia na dwuma no ehia pa ema national security. Despite initial attempts to introduce themselves as national security personnel, the irate youth group proceeded to attack the officers by firing multiple gunshots at a black Toyota Land Cruiser in which the officers were seated. Say, Kandapa say emra ne mrantie no na pa eye saa imebunu na chew e ka kyerem so oh ye de yenye nipa boni no o say emrantie na wo garu ho no atwi tuo e bo tuo e fa ka na eye national security mrantie ni tim. La. Democracy is not good for us, I swear to God. I'm trying to get you the pictures of the national security guards. That officers, no. Now, sorry. Now, let me try and get the pictures of Nyoma Negu Omokani. Na share. So, this is what Kandapa said. Following an escalation of the attacks on their vehicle, the officers drove to seek refuge at the Garu police station. Kandapa said Emranti and Emra Embebruno attacking omo etutuo. Efa omukamuno na omu need bibia also me say e was omudwane na omukọ eye Garu police station na omukọ je omunkọ ho if you say na emu aye ding. Now ko enima say the irate youth subsequently pursued the officers, encircled the police station and fired multiple shots at same with the intentions of killing the officers. Kandapa said Assembly see no eye emrantie mebunu no SRD national security for no chi abra omutu omka se omko police station akotete ho anyeso mbewu no Kandapa say ono report onyan se emrantie no mo gari oni nyina SRD ka na chi ena omutwe omutuo no mo botuo fa police station nim. The comedy is too much. Democracy is not meant for us, I tell you. If you can pass a mrantie ko na omko twa police no hia police station no hia and omutwe omon krante no omu AK-47 no and omu study so omu sani to ogu police station nim. Kandapa. Na okoso no say no troye. The timely intervention of the Ghana Armed Forces enabled the safe evacuation of the national security personnel from the Garu police station. Ose time mrantie no kotwa police station hu hia abrana national security for no ehye ho se obi anya omohwe no. Almost started so omu botuo gu police station omu botuo omu tugu police station no. Eho ena military for ebaye. ebe pata mrantie ni begina o se de omo ye no munjai intenkenye soja fo no mo baaye na sata na mrantie na hu botuo egu police station ho na okonenim no say the timely intervention of the Ghana Armed Forces enabled the safe evacuation of the national security personnel from the Gari police station. It was a military for the soldier for the buyer no and omutumi betam eye anase ombe protect national security for na emrantie hu omuna na omudi omuchikobo omutu no every police station ho. Further to the aforesaid development, the Ministry of National Security and the Ghana Armed Forces on Saturday, October 28, 2023, conducted a joint operation in Garu to seize weapons used by the perpetrators of the attack on the national security personnel. A number of the perpetrators have also been arrested. I see. As some way see a memenda etwemuno enunti ema on national security boss kandapa any police from penifo mo Ghana no etna ase says I was a Ghana police and the national security echo conduct some raid bi wo echo make sure say emrantie na no mukuta kutantuo no emrantie mukuta kutansikan na omububo tuo for police station ni mu no ebubo national security for the car no mutuo no e wo so mukọ na omukọ hwehwe ntuo na ekuta mrantie no na de ekosi ye ne say soja for na omsoma omse omunkonko hwehwe ntuo no omukọ ho no de omuye ne say omutumi ehu mrantie ni bi ena de omuye no so no say police for no soldier for no tumi chi mrantie ni bi. Remember, the soldiers were sent to Garu to go and retrieve the weapons near say the boat to go police station ho esa the boat to V8 and I say Land Cruiser nim na so smap soldier for mo ba call no ka se nkwaje weapons ana na nche mrantie no bae na de ka chen se koe no weapons ne de yenhu but tumi chi mrantie no yanko enim. The Ministry of National Security deemed the attack on the security personnel at a police station highly unacceptable and strongly condemns acts aimed at intimidating and harming officials of state security and intelligence agencies and impeding them from effectively executing their mandates to safeguard the peace and stability of Ghana. Or senior office can pass the national security office no omo de adia omakoma enjo so se nipa bi befa emrasho mukwem ansem na eye impenifo a ye de omo si eye bambo ano no omo betata omo no omo so omo yesa na de omo mpeno no refri se eba sa na adwumadi a wo so omo di no eye na sa nipa a omo tata omo no omo ma national security for ana soja for no endi omo adwuma. Now, Oba Asia say, whereas the Ministry of National Security works to promote active citizen participation in safeguarding the peace and stability of our nation, deliberate acts that seek to jeopardize the lives of personnel of state security and intelligence agencies will not be countenanced. Or say, the question no also man for tia say national security no omotu omo ho ache omotu omo ato say omo beye bibia abo Ghana ho ban amaki sure say Ghana ni bia ni ho an ho beka ni ho betwa nti omo de omo ya omadwene say nipa bi ye na adwene say sa adwuma omotu omo ho ache say omo beye no omo besi omo kwan dia ende omo mpene obia ma na nyesa oba sia say the national security. The ministry owes it a duty to protect personnel of the state security intelligence agencies who have sworn an oath at all times, defend the people and territorial integrity of Ghana and against all forms of threat. And I'm catching on. Now, Sautie Kandapa statement or issue from national security. The all catcher Ghana for United said, Nemrantie ko Garu. No mo ko sirima ko di juma. Omuko sireba ko di juma no ena mbrante bo Garu ejina omo mbrante ni jina omo no ena mbrante no start say omo bu omo into omo start say omo bu omo na mbrante no omo ye national security for no etena omo ka mu because mbrante no omo jina national security no mkutakuta ntuo any insekan and almost started so almost to tuntuo no eko kanim and insekan so metwitwa omo and ambrantie na omo na national security for etu car no and omo call the nearest police station and omo ko share ho na se bi omo ko share ho na say police for nje omo nkwa no and ambrantie no sa etu omo police station no omo twa police station hu hia and intuo ne kutom no omo started so omo botu ogu police station ho te and insekan Inti abasa no soja fo no mo wosrem sa area ho no omo no mo ba ya omo bedi adiregyine mu a ema mbrante ne nyina eto wurem sa ansem nyina esi eye memen eye benada that is last week Tuesday inti ne Saturday eye Saturday no ena eye ono national security for no esma eye military for say omo nko ekronim mbrante na no mo krom ho na mbebunu na no mukutakuta ntuo Asikan na omu bo etuo for national security for the kanim bo etuo for police wo no soldier for nko na omu nko chichituo no omu nchiche mbrante no ni nkrata ochiro mu no wan chiro mo bebia se soldier for no koe no omu nya etuo baako ana etuo mienu de okaye na se soldier for no ko ho no omu ko chichi mbrante. Now let me show you this. Democracy is not good for us. Democracy, friend, democracy, no, enyema Ghana for, I tell you. Enyema Ghana. Democracy is not good. Now, these are the national security guys now at Kandapa, Ekase, Omujane, Eko Share police station. No. Omuko police station, no. These were the national security guys. In fact, national security guys no munye. And this is in the police station. Is this the police station and I'm ranting no air to room? Is this the same police station Kandapa is saying these young men at Garu were firing weapons into the police station? National security for the general na omunshe police atari na bakoti hona. The question here is, me bese me busa Mr. Kandapa said, is this the same police station na omochro omano asem no? Is this the same police station na Garu youth ni jina bontene asarande ebotu urem na? If it's the same police station they are firing weapons in, then these men are calm. They are invincible. They are men who basically don't fear anything. Because till date, we have not seen any evidence that just Ubi Tutu Garu police station. Till date. We have not been shown any weapon that was retrieved from any of the Garu youth till date. Per the statement that Kandapa wrote to me, is this the same police station na youth na Asarande botuo edesikan echuchankofon? Is this the same police station? Where did they shoot? Where did the bullet hit? Did it kill anyone? Did it hit a wall? Do we have evidence to that? Now, I'm going to these are the weapons the Garu youth found in the car of the so-called national security guys. These are the weapons. When they stopped these men, these were the weapons they were carrying on them as national security officers going to an anti-terrorism DND. Kandapa boys were holding these things. These were the weapons the boys saw and said, no, we have to take you to the police station to go and do a better check of you, whether you are national security or not. Garu, when I go to a Garu. And these are pictures the young men took. These are videos. This is what the guys were carrying. Now my question to that Kandapa is, Oko Garu wana moko bu nipa no. Etuo na muso amutura police station is kind ewen. Na police station no ehin na etuo ni boy hwan na boy no. I na muju say ye Jimmy ana. I na muju say Ghana no e party bi diana. We mpenifu. Now you know the most dangerous thing about this. I say every day this government keeps talking about the Sahel region. the sub-Saharan Africa here, in Tokwesi where border so, and that when you see something, say something, and that they believe say terrorists are entering Ghana from Burkina, from Nkrumah Wasrono. Now, when you brutalize these young men, now a terrorist enters this country and see any of these young men and tells them, you are in your country, see how you are being brutalized. I am a terrorist. They might not even, in 99% of the time, they will not introduce themselves as a terrorist. All that they will have to tell these aggrieved, pained, angry young men is that I want you to defend yourself. I want you people to keep me here and I'll provide you with everything you need to defend yourself. Do you think these young men will not do it? But say, terrorists no kuta weapons no. Millions of weapons that kuta omuna omunya baby fankono. If they are able to go through the cracks and they enter any of these places, you Ghanaians, the national security, you are subjecting your own citizens to this kind of brutality. When a terrorist enters Ghana and technically becomes one of them, pretend to be a good person and ask them their problems, and they tell the terrorists that we live in Ghana and that in this country that we live in, our own security, our own political party, our own politicians are using the security to kill us, beat us, and that person suggests that I have a solution to your problem. I can provide you with guns. I can give you things to defend yourself. At that moment, a young man that you have beaten to pulp, a young man that you have done this to, a young man that you have inflicted pain and anger in, do you think that gentleman will say no? The national security is basically setting Ghana up for disaster. And we don't know. And I keep telling you, the number of people who are in our security agencies don't know anything about security. Before security breaks down, pain breaks security down. It is only pain that can break security down. When people harbor pain, when people harbor any kind of resentment, when people harbor an iota of difference, that is when security breaks down. If you look at all the countries where security has broken down, where coup happens, it always happens from within because somebody has harbored pain. And hundreds of these young men up there, they would love to protect themselves today. And they are vulnerable because anytime anybody comes to act as if he is the one who is listening to their problems, they will have no option than to rely on that people. And these terrorists will take advantage of your own people and destroy you. How foolish can we be? Who is in charge of security in Ghana? How stupid can you old men be? You are basically setting Ghana up for disaster. The terrorists that we are fighting, we are basically putting pain in the heart of our people to accept them. These are the people who are on the borders. These are the people who can tell your men that this route and this route are routes people can use. You don't know shit about the North. Kanapa, your police, your military, you people know nothing about what happens up there on the borders. It is only these young men who have their farms, who have their settlements. They can tell you where a weapon is hiding. And you go there and you inflict wounds. You make them feel like slaves in their own home. They will accept the enemy and the enemy will consume us. This is Security 101. You people are foolish. Where Jimmy? Kandapa is setting this country up for. He's just setting us up for us to be destroyed. I'm telling you for a fact. When you listen to Al-Qaeda, majority of the people, they were able to penetrate because their own people felt they were hurt. That is all. And these men, they feel they have been betrayed by their nation. At this point, they want to defend themselves and defend their mothers. And they will do everything. And that is what terrorists look out for. They need people who are in pain, people who are vulnerable, people who feel they have been neglected. That is where terrorists act. And technically, we are feeding our people to them. These people need help. But at this point, they don't trust the military. They don't trust the police. They will trust an outsider and believe in that outsider's decision. A terrorist, you people, Kandapa, you are basically destroying this nation. If this is how you handle security, if this is what you call security or conflict resolution, then we have to stay in Ghana without any security. You see these men, they are pained. You see these men, they are hurt. You see these young men, their heart is bleeding. They sleep every night and they shake their head. Let us just pray to Allah that no evil man meet these men and make them feel that they are needed somewhere. I swear to God, if they head to the north and they get in contact with about 20 of these men, our country is done. A word to a wise. After this short break, I'll pick phone calls. You're still watching, with all due respect, extended version.
When you're attacking back, what is well to about maybe I want to pop what is him because some needs to have now we have to register Milo. We have to register Milo. So that we have to encounter what accepting region will be there. And for Syrians that want accepting region will be there. Okay? I declare war in this country. The government is coming out. Attacking back, what is well to about maybe I want to pop what is him because some needs to have now we have to register Milo. We have to register Milo. So that we have to encounter what accepting region will be there. And for Syrians that want accepting region will be there. Okay? I declare war in this country. Attacking back, what is well to about maybe I want to pop what is him because some needs to have now we have to register Milo. We have to register Milo. So that we have to encounter what accepting region will be there. And for Syrians that want accepting region will be there. Okay? I declare war in encounter what accepting region will be there. And for Syrians that want accepting region will be there. Okay? I declare war in encounter what accepting region will be there. And for Syrians that want accepting region will be there. Okay? I declare war in this country. The government is coming out.
All right. Let's take our business. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin. Yeah. Now, me patch say, mobile, duo, ferry. Now, apart from Ghana, no, also we basically was Senegal, and now Liberia, and now Nigeria.
No.
I don't think so. Ghana, we are so mixed. Yeah, mobile do. If you go for take advantage of us. Now, move your way. Don't wait for any terrorism. Don't wait for them. Take action. When you want, some say young boy, young cry for your wife before. What's the movie? I mean, no between the Masuna or Brazza, and then you gratis say, I can't think. Me young classes, me.
But I'll say, I'll say the episode. Thank you very much. Hello, caller.
Good evening, boss. This is Ibrahim, boss.
Ibrahim, go ahead.
Boss, you see what happened to our brothers over there? We are so sorry for them. We are so sorry for them. So we just plead that they should have patience. God do best for us.
Ibrahim, hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin. Asare for this me say, them and Akufa Donini group. What do they want from the NDC? This is supporters. We should teach them a lesson or what? Because we say Munim can control. Akufa do control. Kanda pass control. We women now control. Aso for kwa. Who be anoni ni yepe. Muslim so some funkwa na Muslim die. What is wrong with them? In this is no for now be agency be terrorists can pass through that area no. Afi and unkola who sim kofu be suspected armed people. When they suspected them and they arrested them, took them to police station. And some send soldiers say go bomo. And I'm gonna see something, say something. This is here be our bokuna so who be say ya. See terrorists be Roma or
But I say, all right, thank you. Hello, caller.
Good evening, Kevin.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Kevin, you see, when you look at what has happened, and from time to time, you receive SMS telling us if you see something, say something. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then at the end of the day, you are doing this thing to Ghanaians. You see, my problem is Ghana has a Garu. You have been the problem now. You these people, you have been there, moving around without finding solution to the problem. So at the end of the day, look at what you are doing to an innocent people. You see, look at what they are doing to an innocent resident. So where are we heading towards?
Thank you. Where are we heading towards? Hello, caller.
Hello. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Pacho Alaji Nazif Nyewenchi. You, yeah, mother was a in fact, near Kosovo or my way, Muno. Wow. In fact, I'm politicians, particularly MPP, I'm impoverished Ghanaians to the extent that Nipan Wayashia and ye and the Americano, Namudi Nemaka Krabi Abadada Ghana for Amamasa Kotoaba, but Enam Ajumade, any Ajumapa boy, we were GDS. About 90% of Ghanaians are now very enlightened. Pentecost Church na Ghana mine meso control the airways in Ghana here because me hunya we ya akosombo dam donation within some few minutes na they be a contribution ahead towards no na there are more people monitoring your show every day every night. Timinia ajumapana de nyakopota wachi yaseta wachi yabeko so boa ama Ghana akudrum pepeso nyina ehwe no na ne amudi ba ne de wofa enya adwuma
ampa. Hello, caller. Hello,
Mr. Kelvin, good evening.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Pacho Miss Mika Free Kumasi Kelvin na asem we o kan sa agro no enye ayi sa outcast borders no Kumasi hakura because youth no say is breno Kelvin yenye opo chance say bia ojiwe ebia sa sebi kwase afo no mo die sika no me ka bibia ye be ko mo so because ye bro Kelvin ye bro youth ni ye bre me ka bibia ye yankola ba de koso e fit jeje peso be pim ne ya say ye hu bi da pasa na de say me pan say electrifo no kecha o me arrogant o mo ntie no kro no pe bibia asa o mo din konkonsansem no no mo peso o mo tie but nyamin come on.
That's it. Hello, caller.
Yes, Kevin, these people should be charged for crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
It's so sad that we are doing this to our own citizens. And here I'm just reading just across right now a Financial Times news that the EU has donated more than 100 armored vehicles to Ghana that were originally seized from a ship from the coast of Libya as part of efforts to shore up the West African nation security. That's crap,
Yeah.
That's crap. Then these people should be charged. When they step foot in other European countries, they should be charged against crime against humanity. This shouldn't be happening in this century. It's barbaric and disgraceful.
Thank you very much. All right. It's barbaric and disgraceful. Hello, caller.
Hello, Tobia Bawala. Good evening.
Auntie Monica, long time. Good evening.
Yeah. Tobia Bawala. Nana Kufa delay. Tobi Azizavio Nyatamanyo no SE. Asaba Mekatia.
Egbevlo, explained. Fifioto explained. Me, understand. But I teach him no more Montiang, I don't want to say.
Mabale, Nana Kufa delay. Tobi Azizavio Nyatamanyo no. Miss Nana Kufa de Oya nana amutria na ba nitilinye.
Auntie Monica, bye.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Hello. All right, let me pick Auntie Monica. You bring about this time. Hello, caller.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Where's Mr. Nigemo? But tell me this affair. I buy a kunja mama, Atlantic Hono. I don't know, man, to say the Franco. But when you won't be a shoulder quite before, no more a paper for also.
And it's a good question. That's a good question. Hello, caller.
Good evening, Kitty.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'm calling from town. My name is Sohin.
Okay.
I'm saying that what they did over there, they have caused a very huge havoc. Because look, I'm even suspecting that those guys who were going and claim that they are national security, look at the guns they were carrying. They could even be the fake people that will go at that junction and claim that they arrested some terrorists there and catch some people over there, inflict pain on them, and bring them to the police station, saying to Ghanaians that they arrested some
terrorists.
Some terrorists, not knowing that they are those that created just so Ghanaians will see that they are doing their job. Meanwhile, they are just making some noise over there. So these people, they have to pay for that price.
Thank you very much.
And what I want to say, yes, if MPP is saying that they are bribing another MPP $800 million, and Baumia is saying that he has gone to borrow, or they've given him $150 million to come and build infrastructures in the northern region. Why didn't he stop going to borrow the money or ask for the money in the white man country to come and do it? When you have $800 million to give to pay to your fellow flag bearer of the same.
Thank you very much. Good question. All right. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, Anaze.
Yes, go ahead, boss.
I'm Pacho Michelle.
Mitio Kasa.
Right. I'm saying, as I can about Kennedy, because this is the manner an Ankazani party for $800 million there on fire there. On my journey, no on Jan when it's one on Bayer on Fama Baumia. But Kevin, there. These people, especially Kennedy, or Oba, Bayer Baumia, and as an anado, Promas, they must make a bank of Untiase. Inti dam adne kosono. People should wake up because Kennedy Nakaza or no Nankaza, he cannot be trusted. Now I just have to know so. Minjin there about Senator Mikabenya from Betoma.
All right, okay. Ghana politics. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. Hello, caller. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Hello, Kevin.
Mitio.
Yeah, good evening, Kevin. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, Kevin, the issue is we don't have a national security minister. We don't. We don't. This man is daft. It's empty. Look at somebody who can be tricked by a woman. What are you wearing? Pajamas. Is this a minister? Someone who can be tricked by a woman. And you call this a national security? People don't know what they call national security. Kevin, the country is doomed. Trust me.
Country is doomed. Trust me. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes. Go ahead, boss.
Hello, Kevin.
Mitio Nkapa, Kasa Mitio.
Hello. Hello.
Mitio, Kasa Mitio. I can hear you.
Kevin, I'm in Kasa. My show no so.
What about show no so Kasa?
Okay. And quick, Kevin. Science bina na o chela and science na also musia yo.
Science no.
Yeah.
Mate. Mate.
Yeah, no,
all right. Me pacho menti TV. Debi am catch them okasa go direct. TV no tia problem. Hello, caller. Hello. Okay. This one too is not ready. Mami has a bit to me. I and this show now. Hello, caller. Hello,
Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
Hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening.
Pacho na tise.
If you have a call.
Pacho, we kasa feel Achimi Shedro. TK niye.
TK kasa.
Kevin, I said the airquay, in fact, I know them because the American is say, who should the airquay? No, say, yeah, Ankasano, I scrutiny and security, no. So, and the moon say, sir, the end is for us almost already again because I dear Moya, Omash, I said, and Ecopin 2024, and when be announced, I did a woman say 2024, and you don't more chance. But Omudi said, when we are the ha among farming. And as I will open your 10 year or no so big, you know, what defend this a dear way. And in fact, a bay me say 10 year with Gina, MPP, at the comes out to Abama MPP. For David for reason bay, and I'll break Jinama MPP say Ottoman. If you are Nippon, I shall go can the palm who say a young tough for an intro soon as a young cook uncle for you. Uncle who say I do waste your sentiment office on my own. But essence and tough winty and or more quiet Jumano. And the message in this was a young Yandy can say, you have said that your mamma can say 2024 a boot for boot. And they say about any day again, edit to home, near should be a coso.
But that's it. Thank you very much. It's looking like say Fidia action Andy. Hello caller. Short man, go and sleep. Go and sleep, short man. Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin Moro, Columbus.
Moro.
Yes, you see what is happening? They just want to use intimidation against 2012.
Yeah.
But I want Ghanaians to know that this time around, we are not going for election. We are going for independence. So they should be ready for any nonsense these people put up.
Thank you very much.
You see that Nigeria, they have Boko Haram. You know why? Because they were intimidated to the extent that they were not even afraid of anything anymore. And that's what now is trying to bring out of the people. It's trying to bring the beast out of people of Ghana, and you will see it. But Ghanaian people should not be intimidated. They just stand up and defend their rights.
Thank you very much. All right. So that's it for the calls. Tomorrow, I have something on Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana, Ochna, I'm going to speak to you about Adebia called Bank of Ghana, their new building. There's something happening there. The governor of Bank of Ghana, and the executives at the Bank of Ghana, they have paid some journalists not to speak on the new building. There are some questions we need to be asking, and we are digging. We are almost there. We have what we were looking for. Into Ochinano, Mr. S, Mr. P, remind me, I need to speak on this Bank of Ghana. What Addison and the Bank of Ghana are doing now is they have actually given some journalists Ghana some crazy money. And so interesting, when we say the new building of Bank of Ghana, they have stopped speaking about it. It's very interesting. In fact, I can let's do Bank of Ghana quickly. And I say let's do it tomorrow. Tomorrow when I come, I'll let you know what is actually transpired or happening at the Bank of Ghana. Addison and his group, there are some journalists at Multimedia, other UTV near the day. They have decided not to speak on the Bank of Ghana new building. What can I say new building? As some buy a year NDC for Rezi Okuja Black Community the day. We are asking the questions. No questions again. Nobody is speaking. It is silent dead. Nobody's talking about the Bank of Ghana new building. The companies, how the money was inflated, how we got from $128 to $225 million, and how nobody is speaking about it again. From tomorrow, Anna Ochinano, I will treat the Bank of Ghana. I have some few questions because we have some results here we want. And the MPP executives now, my imagine said they want to sell a Bank of Ghana and then make some money out of this. And so we are watching you people, you are criminals, we know. There are some executives in the MPP, a Bank of Ghana, Mo Musika, they are going behind Bank of Ghana to tell other journalists to do the story. Send a Bank of Ghana will give them money. All these people, we know you. So Ochinano, we will deal with the Bank of Ghana issue. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. Short man, sleep. You are human. Also, you nipa. Short man, sleep. Short man, sleep. It's been a wonderful evening. It's exactly 8:16 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 12:16 in Ghana. Thank you very much for tuning in. All the guys on this platform, I really appreciate. You can go on our platform on Facebook. You will see the donation lines. You can donate to help our brothers and sisters in the Volta region. We were live on radio, Loud Silence Radio on Android. We were also live on radio, Loud Silence Radio on Apple. We are also live on TV, Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We are live on Facebook, Loud Silence TV on Facebook, or With All Due Respect page on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube, Loud Silence TV. Our affiliates across the world cross-posting this show live. Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform, Benjamin Wayo Mahama, Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page, and also Ghana News Thread. these platforms and other platforms carried this show live across the world. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I'll be here to discuss Ghana. Have a wonderful night. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. God bless every single individual. Cheers.
Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. The Holy Spirit sit on the throne. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Holy Spirit sit on. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Hey, ama, so, in our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. In our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. In our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers. Hey, many tiny many tiny flowers. Ashaina yama, and I'm not abuso. Ashaina yama, and I'm not abuso. Pite, our pite, wampia, pite, our pite, wampia, 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 wampia. Ashaina yama, and I'm not abuso. Ashaina yama, and I'm not abuso. Pite, our pite, wampia, pite, our pite, wampia, wampia, wampia. Apaguaza, agu ua 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 ua